I was like, bro, you killed half the bottle already? Can I guess? Can I drink with you?
No.
Take it slow. This is close to a 2-hour
Bro, please,
podcast.
yes,
You might want to
we're
pace
not
yourself.
even. We're never gonna get done.
Okay.
So much better.
So much better.
I've been feeling a lot better.
Really started and it's so much better. Oh my god.
I keep on saying that damn I'm getting ripped tonight.
Bro,
I was saying that.
Mike played that, or Dion played that at the crib last night.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, get it. What? Hey. Okay. All right. Hey.
That's my new signature. Look.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, no matter where you're listening from, just as long as you know you're listening to the Hardly Sober Podcast, the podcast that brings you all the ratchet and informative news that you need to know about. Joining with me today, as always, is my panel of beautiful and expressive co-hosts, Gabrielle Falconer.
Hey.
Brianna Wiggins.
Hey guys, what's up?
And Lance motherfucking Lang.
Hey, what's happening?
And joined with us today also is a surprise guest, a longtime family friend and family, but very first time Hardly Sober drink mate, Tierra Tita Bug Hardwick.
Hey
Yes,
y'all,
sir,
what
yes,
it is,
sir,
what it
yes,
do, what
sir.
it be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so you guys all know us, but Tierra, if they don't know you, go ahead and introduce yourself one time for the Hardly Sober drink mates at home.
All right, so I'm Tierra. I am Gabby and Brian's sister. Been on them for about 10, 11 years now. They daddy married my mama, and we here, nigga.
Simplest way to put it, you know.
That's literally how it went.
Yeah. How y'all feeling? Y'all been feeling good?
Yeah.
Man, I'm
All
good.
right.
Let me ask y'all a
But it's hot
question.
as hell out here.
You said it's hot as hell out there?
It's hot as hell out here. Did y'all see the picture that I sent in the group chat?
109,
Yes.
110. That's a little ridiculous.
I would die.
I think the highest it's supposed to hit this
Oh,
week is
yeah.
117, and the lowest it's gonna get is like 98.
I'd be sweating my ass off.
I would
bro.
be inside with
If it touches
the
75
AC
degrees, I'm
on
sweating.
the lowest.
I'm
What
damn near
AC?
hot right now. So
You
What
don't got,
AC?
and you don't got no AC? Nah.
you better buy that portable unit. Fuck that.
You know who
I
has
have
good
a-
AC? The movie.
America.
Bad segue.
No,
Let me
God,
ask
though.
you a question. When's the last time you've been to the movies, Gabby?
Would have been almost a year ago in Cuba. The outside movie theaters.
Damn, a year ago?
Almost.
How about
yeah.
you, Bree?
The end of 2019 when Star Wars came out.
God damn. Lance?
Shoot, 2 years. I'm thinking. If not, yeah. 2019.
When we went to
Hot
the
little
Squid
minute.
Game, right?
In game. When we was in game and we was in there. But yeah,
Oh,
that's besides the point.
How about you, Tierra?
Probably in the 2019 before all the pandemic shit started happening, before they closed everything.
Yeah, so we can all agree it's been a minute since we each been to a movie theater, and we've pretty much been relying on streaming services solely, right?
Yeah,
You're-
yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
if they didn't have something that we was watching before, every streaming service seems to be dropping new releases
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
like day in day on their streaming services. And let me let you know right now, it's not gonna stop no time soon. Why? Because Amazon bought MGM, and to the uninitiated, if you don't know what MGM is, it's Metro Goldwyn Mayer, the studio, the one with the little lion and the golden circle. When every time the movie comes up, they bought them for $8.45 billion. Now, if you don't
Big
know
money.
all the IPs that MGM has, they have the James Bonds, they have Rocky. So I think Creed might fall under that umbrella as well, right? Has anybody seen Creed? Do you remember if that was at the opening of that movie?
I only seen the first one. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I don't think MGM is part of the Creed with Michael B. Jordan.
No,
Yeah,
because
but
I thought it
Creed's
ended up on
based off the Rocky
Showtime.
IP, right?
I've never seen a Creed movie, so I can't tell you.
Me either.
Huh? It's a
No,
good
I
movie.
don't. I don't think MGM is responsible for being the production company for that. I think it was somebody else that did it.
Because ain't it on Showtime now? I think it's on Showtime or
It's
HBO
that-
now or
that
some
don't-
shit.
Well, I mean, MGM is just a studio, so I mean, they own the IP. They shoot it in their studio, and whoever else produces it, it could be Starz, Showtime, HBO. They hand off the IP after it's shot, and then whoever does that publishes, not produces, publishes the rights. Blase, blase.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
What's IP?
And intellectual property.
Okay.
So James Bond, Rocky, those are intellectual property. So basically, if you own the rights to the IP of Rocky, nobody else can make a Rocky movie because you own the IP.
Because I was thinking like IP address, you know.
Okay. And besides those hit movies, they also own the IPs for shows like Handmaid's Tales and Vikings. I watch both those, and unscripted shows like The Voice and Shark Tank as well. So Amazon just came into a big old come up, and if you're watching The Voice on Hulu like me and Rebecca are, you might want to go get you an Amazon Prime subscription because I feel like it's going to be switching real soon. And this comes from John Porter at The Verge. Amazon had reached a deal to acquire the film and TV company MGM for $8.45 billion. The company's announced today. It's a significant acquisition for the e-commerce giant, blah, 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 blah. And they now have their library of content that's reported to consist of around 4,000 films and 17,000 hours of TV. First of all, Amazon's stock is about to shoot up. So if you don't got a stake in that bitch right now, you might want to go buy some.
Big money.
The acquisition is likely to help Amazon attract even more big spending Prime subscribers. If you're not familiar. And then at the end of the quote of the article, they quoted the real financial value behind this deal is a treasure, the trove of IP, which we just learned today, thanks to Gabby, and the deep catalog that we plan to reimagine and develop together with MGM's talented team. So basically what they're saying is it's not just that they have these IPs under their umbrella now, but they will be going back into like older movies that they had and don't use anymore and re-releasing them, which is exciting. I think MGM
I think that's dope.
Wizard of Oz. I could see Amazon.
Yeah.
Re-release.
Yeah.
A couple different movies. But my question for you guys, more specifically, is the shift in media culture now that streaming is honestly the dominant form of viewing this media. Do you guys think that? And we'll start with Gabby. Do you guys think that movie theaters will ever make a comeback after this, especially with those overpriced snacks and drinks? Do you see us? I mean, besides if you're trying to go on a first date or something, do you ever see us actually going back to the movies, especially with Amazon making this kind of deal?
I mean, so like speaking from my own preference, sometimes I do like, you know, just the vibe of being able to go to the movies, you know, whenever you feel like it. Like I'm not a big go to the movies person because, you know, we spent our whole life as kids going to the movie theaters with our parents like every week. That was just what we did. I don't think it'll be as big, but I mean, they're going to have to change something if they want to, especially for those people that prefer to. It's just like whenever you're meeting somebody, you prefer to meet them face to face, not over social media. So they're going to have to figure out something to be able to keep movie theaters open and running. Otherwise, it's probably going to be a bunch of, what do they call it? Them drive-through movie theaters where people just show some shit every once in a while and people go through that. Because with the way it's going, I don't see it.
For novelty. Because I mean, the thing about it is why leave the comfort of your house? And again, I mean, this might hit different for single people. I don't know, but why leave the comfort of your house where you could just watch a day and date release of Godzilla 4?
And then only that, I mean, parents are going to save a lot of money on these kids that go to sleep during the movie anyways. You just sit your ass on the couch and go to sleep. I only paid what, $12 for Amazon Prime?
Yeah, it's like $12-15 for the movie, and then you don't got to buy nothing else attached to it. I mean, even before the pandemic, I feel like streaming was already leading it too.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Because if you think about it, 9 times out of 10, anything that you watch on TV, depending on what it is, comes out that Wednesday on Hulu anyway. So you don't need cable anymore.
Exactly.
So you pay $24, if you decide to get everything on Hulu versus paying for cable.
How about you, Brie? You see yourself going to a movie theater anytime in the future? After this, especially after this?
No, I honestly think it's actually going to die out. Just kind of like the malls and things like that. Like y'all know how the malls are starting to shut down because there's easier access to shopping online and then getting it at your front door. So I feel like movie theaters are going to be the same situation. Am I sad? Yes, because that's kind of like our childhood.
Oh,
so
yeah.
The generation after us is going to look at it like,
that shit lame.
yeah, it's lame to go to a movie theater. So, I I see streaming becoming like the main thing. And like you said, being in the comfort of your home, being able to watch a movie, I prefer that now as an adult than I do going and dealing with like middle schoolers and shit like that, being loud. And now I understand the Karens when I was young, when they'd be like, shut up, watch the movie.
Well, he used to be in there deep, 15, 20 deep.
I was one of them kids too.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Everybody want to make that one joke, but it's like 5 of y'all that want to make that one joke to make it funny, so you can't watch the damn movie. Yeah.
Right.
How about you, Lance?
No, I don't think you will. I mean, honestly. I mean, even to be honest, the last time I went was with y'all in 2019. The last time I went before that had been another couple of years. And then the last time I went was at a drive-in. And I've always preferred the drive-in, especially as an adult, over the actual movie theater. Unless it was like when I lived in Cali, they had like the super fancy ones where they had a restaurant out. You could go get a meal and then go into the shit. I think it was called the Loft, and it's super like high class. They got like couches. You can buy like alcohol in there. If it wasn't something like that, then I probably wouldn't. And that would only be every once in a while because it is pricey as hell. Honestly, it's pricey, but it's nice. But other than that, no, I'd rather just buy it at the house, or I would go to a drive-in still because it's a lot cheaper still.
It's novelty. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would be on a yeah.
What about you, Harley Sober Drink Mate T.R. Hardwick?
Okay, so I would probably say no. And my only thing is because you was talking about like going on first dates. Niggas don't even go on dates no more. They out here Netflix and chilling. You know what I'm saying? So niggas be going to the house. They can watch that shit on HBO Max or some fucking Hulu. Like it's just a lot easier. And you know, niggas is cheap out here nowadays. We in the damn pandemic.
But you know
niggas
what,
out
though?
here on fucking I don't know, but shit.
Harley Sober, nigga.
It's sad when you think about it because ain't nothing like when we talk about crushes, ain't nothing like that jitter that you get when your mom drops you off at the movie theater. You sit there, y'all go in, y'all get y'all snacks, and then y'all sit in the movie theater. You're like, well, I want to hold his hand, but I'm waiting for him to hold my hand.
Right.
There, he's like, he put his arm around you.
Oh God!
A large popcorn.
Oh, you a large? Oh, you got money.
And so
now we just adults and we just out here popping it. So.
Right.
Shit.
I'm buying Popeyes now, nigga.
I don't think I don't think it's going to be a like Netflix blockbuster deal. I do think that movie theaters will survive. Barely. There's not going to be as many as
exactly.
there are now
Yeah.
because the only reason movie theaters actually had a foothold in is because when the movies very first came out,
they had released to it.
But now that streaming platforms have rights to the IPs and whatnot, you can see them on the same day it comes out in theaters, maybe a week later. But you already paying a subscription, you're gonna wait that week. You don't care. And
exactly.
You're going to the movies to spoil the shit anyway.
No.
So, I do believe there still will be movie theaters and definitely drive-ins because drive-ins been aged out 30.
No, for real.
Look. They're still around and they're
fire. They're fire. Yeah.
So I do feel
there's not that many left though.
Mm-mm.
There's like
it's very few.
The closest one to me is like 45 minutes. Yeah,
the closest one
is in Gates.
It's
in Gates.
It sucks too for drive-ins because they can't be open during the day. If you think about it, you're not gonna see shit. You're not gonna see shit.
Yeah.
And now it don't get dark until like 9:30.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Niggas start a movie.
So you know the vibe. You know the vibe. You going to a drive-in. That's all I'm gonna say. They got them blow-up mattresses for the back too, by the way.
Need me a truck bed.
Oh shit.
But yeah, no, I definitely agree. So it'll definitely be scarce and few and far between. But I mean, if you're in the gaming sphere at all, and you see with what Microsoft did, they made a big acquisition and they bought a big company that kind of put them on top. Seeing this in the cinema sphere, if that makes sense, the cinema medium. With Amazon purchasing MGM, I can only see HBO and Warner Brothers looking to purchase another big studio like they did to kind of stay ahead in the competition. So I wouldn't expect this to be the last big studio acquisition that Amazon made. So look out for that. And you already know our thoughts on that. Second news story for you today. Just like last week when we were talking about the Black Wall Street massacre in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Angela Bassett, which I guess has a production company, which I didn't know, Auntie Angela, is producing an MTV limited series. Wait a minute. Does MTV still exist?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Not the
It
way
don't
we
hit
know
like it
it.
used to. Yeah.
But yeah.
They just play ridiculousness, huh?
Yeah, ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Oh, repeat. Now they got the female
Yeah.
one too. They got another version of it too with the
Ridiculousness.
girl.
Deliciousness.
Deliciousness.
Oh.
I haven't had
deliciousness.
cable in 3 years, so I don't know about any of these things.
I don't.
didn't
Yeah, I
know
don't
if
have
that was a
cable
thing.
anymore either.
I ain't had cable since I got married. Well,
Oh, y'all know
actually,
what I've
I ain't
been
got
doing?
cable since when I moved out.
2013.
Y'all
Last time
want
I
a
had
straight
cable.
to the vein shot of nostalgia? What I've been doing on YouTube, and I don't know how I fell into this rabbit hole, but on YouTube, I've been watching 2000s and 90s commercials. Each video is like 40 minutes of straight 90s and 2000s commercials, and I'm telling you, bro, watching that shit feels so weird because first of all, like Bree said, I haven't had cable in a long ass time. All I do is just be on my streaming platforms.
Yeah.
So even just watching those commercials, and not just commercials, but commercials from my childhood. Like I watched the one with the Chef Boyardee can was following that little girl home.
Oh yeah.
I
and
watched
it just
the,
kept rolling.
Yeah, I watched, and I was thinking too. I was like, she got her ass beat because they was in the store, and the mom was like, "No, we can't have that tonight." And then she still had it at home. She got her ass beat for that. And then there was the IDK My BFF Jill commercial. It was a who you calling the cootie queen? You lint liquor.
You lit
lit
liquor,
liquor?
bro.
Lint liquor?
That was my shit.
My whole family
Well,
loves
shut
that
the
commercial.
front
Man.
door. You know what?
Yeah.
It's funny that you say that because the other day I was on the phone with Brianna. I think I couldn't fall asleep or something. And I was sitting there watching all that on YouTube. And me and her was just getting it to the fucking theme song.
Yeah.
That theme song hit. I don't care.
Oh, this is all that.
And you know another commercial I
Mm.
forgot even existed? The Taco Bell Chihuahua.
Oh yeah, Choquito
Oh,
Taco Bell.
Yeah, you remember that little
Toquito
dude?
Taco
Yeah.
Bell.
They're
Taco
all on
Bell.
there. So if you want a little hit of nostalgia, just go ahead, look it up on YouTube. It's just type in 90s commercials or 2000s commercials. Each video is like 30 or 40 minutes of straight commercials. It's crazy. But
You
it's
know
also
what?
weird because they also show the commercials from like whoever the guy is posting the videos, his local town. I think it's in like Cleveland, Ohio. So they always have like news stories from like Cleveland and shit. It's like tonight in Cleveland. Just skip those. It's YouTube. You can fast forward.
You know what's crazy? I wonder. So you know how like now when we look at tricks, we don't see shapes anymore. We just see little round circles.
Mhm.
I wonder if we go back and we watch the commercial,
If they were
are
shapes.
we going to be able to see the shapes
Bruh.
anymore? Or are we just going to
The
see
nigga
circles?
said tricks are for kids.
Bro, look, I ain't gonna lie. As soon as I
But have
turned
you
18,
met us? We a bunch
wasn't
of
no more
kids
shapes.
still. Why can't
There
we
wasn't no
see
more
it?
shapes, but there wasn't no
No.
more shapes.
Exactly, but it's not like we kids at heart. It's like kids next door. Like when you
Yeah.
became 18, you
I'm gonna
got
have to
kicked
buy
the
that
fuck out.
cereal for Avery, see if she see him.
Yeah, just ask him. But hey, what this
But
look
what if-
like? Does this
What if
look
she
like the
did? What if
raspberry?
she?
Yo,
what if
I
she
would
dead ass was
pass
like,
out.
yeah, bro, I'd be sick. I'd be like, I'm
I'd be
old.
scared.
Damn. Double homicide.
Yeah.
Just saying, if
Yeah.
it wasn't for people like me who spend all day at work on Amazon buying shit that I don't need, they wouldn't have been able to buy MGM. So I'm just saying, I'm gonna need my rights. Need my rights.
You're welcome,
They
nigga.
better not do us
You're
dirty.
welcome.
They better not do us
You're
dirty.
That
welcome.
man hit $1 trillion a couple years ago.
That nigga is rich.
I think we
Thanks
need
to
like a
people like
loyalty-
me who
Yeah.
were
Yeah,
buying
you're
shit
right.
they
loyalty
don't
program.
need.
You're right.
Right. Day
No,
one.
I don't need
A1.
loyalties. I
And
need
that's the thing
stocks.
about
So
it
every time I
is-
buy something,
is-
just give me some money and some stocks.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, you wish.
It's not gonna happen.
And so
Wishful
that's
thinking.
that's the thing about it is it's incentive for more people to go and get that Prime subscription that they didn't have
Mhm.
before. I mean,
Yeah.
if you didn't have it off the 2-day shipping alone, which is fantastic, let me tell you.
Very so. If you
And
live in a
if you
city,
didn't have
Let me
it for the
just say
movies alone
this.
that they had there, because when Amazon Video first started, Amazon Prime Video first started, they did not have a lot of shit.
no.
Now they dropping originals.
They got
with
a
Michael
bunch of
B.
shit.
Jordan.
Yeah.
And now they have MGM.
They got
I don't-
series and shit.
Yeah, you feel me? So like, and you get discounts on all the other shit that doesn't have like a that is not free with Prime. So yeah, they're definitely making big moves. It's all
The
incentive.
only
to keep that
thing
subscription.
Prime is doing for me right now is the fact that I ain't gotta pay shipping, because I don't know what the fuck Chicago be doing when they get my package in 2 days, but they still be holding it for 2 weeks before they send it to me.
All
Hey,
your shit
gotta wait for that one flight that's going there once a
Anything
week.
that
Honestly,
I get has to go through the distribution
Customs,
because they
yeah.
have to check it.
mm-hmm.
I'd be mad as hell.
Okay, we're back to news story number 2 because we definitely got off track on that. Angela
Yeah,
Bassett
yeah.
producing MTV limited series on Tulsa Race Massacre Black Wall Street. Like I said before,
That's
last
crazy.
week we were trying to get hip to the whole trial going on for Black Wall Street, where a child from that actually lived through the Black Wall Street massacre is now suing the state of Oklahoma or the city of Tulsa. I don't remember what Bree said, but basically she's trying to get all the money that was left behind from those businesses on Black Wall Street from her family, and other descendants as well are backing her. And this story comes from Dion Osborne for the Black Wall Street Times, ironically enough. MTV Entertainment Studios and Bassett Vance Productions announced that award-winning playwright Nathan Allen Davis. I think we might have to plug a picture because just off his name alone, you won't know who he is. But when you see the picture of the guy that she hired to write the script, you'll know exactly who he is. Will write a scripted original limited series inspired by the Tulsa Race Massacre of 1921, considered the single worst incident of racial violence in American history. A century after the devastating event that left hundreds of Black people dead and entire homes and businesses destroyed, the series will be the first dramatic adaptation devoted to telling the story of Greenwood District in Tulsa. So go ahead and tune into that if you want to know more. And obviously, I plugged in the article from last week that we were talking about that basically catches you up on all the history behind it. You guys gonna watch this? I'm gonna watch it.
I'll watch it.
Most definitely, especially after us talking about it, I'm mad intrigued. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that really.
So let me ask you this real quick. So do you think that's gonna become the new thing as far as like if this bill goes through to where they kick out them teaching us about the things that went on as far as African American history in schools? Do you think that's going to become the new thing to where they're going to have to start making it into like documentaries and stuff like that for us to be able to get that knowledge for those that don't? Like Brianna was raised to learn about her heritage and all that other stuff that happened back in the day outside of school. Do you think that's what's going to happen?
I feel like it's been happening.
I feel like it
I was
has to
about to
happen.
say
It
that's
has
been
to.
happening.
I don't think it will be successful, just like with what was it, not 12 Years a Slave, but what was that one movie that came out a couple years back and they actually pulled it from the theater. They weren't doing any showings, they were actually hiding the showings. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it had to do with slavery, and it was a big thing that they had the movie, they got the movie in. A lot of theaters weren't showing it. So they were saying that the shows were all filled up and African Americans were actually going inside of the theater and the entire theater was empty, but they were saying that it was completely sold out. So I feel like it's going to become a thing where a lot of theaters are not going to pick up on it. But I do think it's important that, you know, if they're not going to teach us our history and it's not going to be written down, and especially with the younger generation, it's more beneficial for the kids to actually see. And I definitely want to tune into it because I want to see Angela Bassett. She's like one of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Like everything she touches has been exceptional. So
Golden.
yeah, I do feel like it's going to be really good, but I think it's going to cause a lot of issues as far as who's going to pick it up. And I feel like somebody needs to get on to creating a streaming platform.
Well, MTV is going to release it. And that's the thing about it is I don't think it's not gonna work. I mean, I believe it is because I mean, Black media is on the rise. You see how many people watch Empire and watch.
But these are all Black shows that are picked up by white, like entertainment segments. So I feel like a Black entertainment segment, and like I said, I don't mean BET because BET has become extremely whitewashed. I think they have like a white owner now, if I'm not mistaken. I think she picked it up a couple years back. So I feel like a streaming service kind of like Amazon Prime or Hulu or Netflix can be created to where people can actually tap into like African history or Black shows and things like that. I think that'll be really beneficial.
If you look at it, and I'm sorry, Lance, right, real quick before you go. So Netflix had the story about Ma Rainey. If Ma Rainey can get a movie, I'm 100% and do well. I'm 100% sure this can do it. Mike Epps and Wanda Sykes just dropped that sitcom about a Black family, and they told the label, they was like, "Hey, we're not having no white neighbors. We're not doing that sitcom trope. This is gonna be an all Black family." #1 on Netflix. Watchmen, a comic book adaptation movie, had the Tulsa Massacre at the first 2 episodes of their show as like a prelude to what happened in their universe. Did numbers. I mean, Black media is on the rise, and say they didn't want to go to these major publishing like MTV, BET, blase, Amazon Prime, HBO Max, Netflix, and Hulu. They're gonna let them tell their stories.
But
it's a different time now.
You got to remember too, and this is what I've learned living in a different country. Not everything that you guys get, every other country is going to be able to access. So that's why I said an African American platform where it can be streamed and it can be seen throughout every single country in the world would be beneficial to Black people, because a lot of stuff that y'all are talking about, I've never even seen because it's not accessed here in Germany. Like we don't have it. So,
in which she is right, because I use my VPN is always on my phone. So I still have my American Netflix, but there's a lot of stuff that like whenever I'm on my computer or like just on my TV, because I don't know how to hook up the VPN through the Wi-Fi router, that it's just specifically what's over here.
Well, damn. Well, but
sorry.
to Bree's point now, I get what she's saying. Like, if it doesn't get the right type of traction, it may not be as known. I don't know. Like, I would like to see like a Tyler Perry production team have it because like I feel like he controls everything. You know what I mean? Like, if he was the like his production team were to get a streaming platform and they were to work together. But I still don't think I do think it'll do numbers. Like Brian said, everybody's curious, more curious now. You know, it's that time. Like I said, I mean, not much progress, but it's some. So
Yeah.
the fact that we're even able to talk about them creating it, because 50 years ago they'd have been like, "You're not finna make no movie
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
You got us, you know, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever."
Yeah.
So, like I said, I take my wins and my losses. So, I mean, granted, will it do and inform as much as it should? Maybe not, but it will be seen, and I do think it'll still do as long as it's produced well. Obviously, that always plays a factor too. So.
Yeah.
But I'll still watch it regardless because like I said, now I'm intrigued. I know more about the story, and I want to see how they portray it on a visual standpoint. So.
And that's what I'm saying. Before you go, Tierra. So Angela Bassett, obviously, big name in Hollywood, big name for the not only just Black people but Black women. And then also, again, you're not gonna know him based off his name, but if you look up a picture of this dude, Nathan Allen Davis, he's also helping on it, and he's also writing a screenplay for it. They got traction because this is another big dude in Hollywood. You look at this dude, and you're like, oh yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, he's been in everything. So yeah, go ahead, Tierra.
I mean, I don't have really much to say about it because I haven't really done a lot of research on it. But I think if they did do a series about it, that would intrigue people more to look up more and get more information on it to figure out what happened and maybe possess a change into it. And so I think it'd be a good thing.
Hey, to add to that point though, like I think it was Gabby that asked, but I mean, this could be like this may be a form of goddamn. A form. Hopefully, it's informative. And like I said, like so, if we're not gonna get it in school, maybe this may be the way. People after the fact we learn in that manner. So.
Oh, and also, so the streaming service that has MTV's IPs that'll probably stream this is Paramount Plus for anybody that wants to watch.
Okay.
So Love Lab, we're at 2920 right now, even after our went peak. So we'll just call it 2920 anyway. Just trying to save it.
Okay.
Yeah, we good.
This is Love Lab. This is
Getting
Love.
sued. Don't do
Getting
that.
sued. Don't do.
And what do we got for Love Lab? We have our two scientists back in the building, back from whatever the hell she was on, recovery and rehabilitation. Gabrielle Falconer, Brianna Wiggins, and I'm pretty sure they're also happy to have our very first Hardly Sober drink mate, Tierra Hardwick, in the Love Lab.
So this week, I was really upset that I couldn't be here last week because I wanted to answer all those questions. So I have some questions this week that are still somewhat kind of like tailored to it. And it was tailored to our guest this week. One of them is missing, but we got our other guest. So we're going to make it do what it do.
That nigga's about to get banned from the pod.
Oh God, this is like the third week in a row.
I'm not fucking with that man no more, bro.
You lying.
Man.
Anyways, so the first question I have is, can you love without fear? Honestly, ask yourself, can you love without fear? And since we have a guest, I'm gonna let her start it off. Tia.
Can you love without fear? I mean, I honestly think you can. I think it depends on your previous relationship, situationship, endeavors, whatever you want to call it, entanglements, the fuck. I think it depends on how those have affected your life and the nature of how you love to know if you can love without fear. Me, myself, I feel like I try, but it's always like right there in the back of that head, like, you did some shit that other nigga did. I'm gonna have to slap the shit out you. And it's just like, you really don't want to bring old issues into a new situation, but it's kind of hard to not whenever you see reoccurring actions. So, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I think if you honestly really put yourself out there and try to make it to where you can, you possibly could. But like I said, I think it just depends on what has happened in previous situations to whether you want to love without fear.
Okay. Lance?
Damn, she's that pretty good. I I agree with most of what she said. I think it has a lot to do with what you've been through with different dealings of people. I'm gonna say for me personally, at this point in time, no. Just what I've been through, man. And I don't, and I get it. Everybody's different. Somebody may disagree with me, and that's cool. But like I said, for me personally, I do, and I don't think it's a knock because now I'm definitely more cautious and I pay attention to more, like Tierra said, actions that I may have not said something in a different situation, and I wish I would have. So for me, no, I personally cannot at this point in time. Would I like to? Of course, that's everybody wants to, but no, I can't. Not right now.
Brianna?
You're muted, baby.
Muted.
Oops. Oopsie daisy.
She's so cute and innocent. She said,
Just leave it unmuted.
A part of me wants to, but it's extremely hard. I think for me, it doesn't just stem from relationship. I think it also stems from the way I grew up and the things that I've seen.
Yeah.
For me, it's, my mom never really had something extremely healthy to where it doesn't create fear. Like, is that going to be my life? Am I going to be in the same situation? So I would love to think that, when you love somebody, that fear doesn't exist. But I think that would be a lie in itself. I think anybody that goes into a relationship is going to automatically fear like, well, what if they're like this? Or what if they do me this way? So I think loving without fear is impossible. I think everybody's going to have just a small amount of fear, whether that's comes with insecurity or that's just, you being scared. I think love without fear is truly impossible.
Brian?
I would have to agree. I would think though, with me personally, I think I transcribe fear into more like anxiety, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like whenever like you're in love and you're in a relationship, you're always anxious. Like you always have anxiety about certain situations. Like even if they turn around and they're on their phone, they could not be doing shit. They might have just been more comfortable on the other shoulder. You're always thinking like, what are they doing? You know what I'm saying? Blah. But I also think it keeps you on your toes. Because I think when you think like that, when you have that kind of anxiety, you have that kind of fear, you in your mind, and it might not be healthy. I don't know. I'm not a therapist. But when you have that kind of mindset, you're like, okay, well, I don't want to lose her. So I want to do this and I want to do this to keep her from doing those things that you're thinking about what she's doing, but she's not actually doing. I think it could be healthy. And I also think that it's impossible.
Yeah,
I feel like if you have absolutely no kind of fear about it, no kind of fear of losing or no kind of fear of
that's very naive.
What you said was wrong. Yeah, you don't really care. Yeah, naive.
Yeah.
I would have to say that I agree with all y'all, especially Tierra. For me personally, I'm somebody who I'm able to like put everything that I've been through in a relationship straight out the window when I first get into a new relationship. But like Tierra said, it's always right there in the back of your mind, just like, nah, nigga, nah. Like, so like the second that, even if that person doesn't have the same intentions as the person who I first saw those actions with, when I see those actions again, I'm like, well, hold on, wait a minute, because this happened last time. And
that shit
so
looks
it's kind of
familiar.
like, it's a battle within yourself of like, okay, well, when you got into this, you promised, you would come to this with no baggage. You promised, you would give this a fresh start. This person isn't that person before. So it's a battle within yourself as to how much you can control, how you let that fear come out, if that makes sense.
Yeah. My last point to that, I mean, I think that everybody should have the right amount of fear. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you don't, then you'll be naive. But it's also, like I said, it's a job on both parties to put that person at ease. You see what I mean? Like if you really are interested in somebody and you kind of know that bothers them, certain situations bother them. Like I said, this is to the point on the last pod of making the choice to continue to put that person at ease. Like I said, I always go into a situation more kind of back than forward. And like I said, but I'll ease into it if I'm comforted the right way with certain actions. So
yeah, I feel like reassurance in a relationship is very needed,
100%.
Whether you're secure in the situation or not. Reassurance, just you never know what somebody's going through. You never know what might have happened, what might not have happened in a previous situation. You just got to always reassure your partner that this is what you want, this is where you want to be. And if you don't, they're always going to have that that conscience in the back of their head, like, well, what am I here for?
100%.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
So do you honestly believe that love can make you sick?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever been through a bad breakup and you didn't eat
No.
days?
Bruh, I lost 40 pounds in 3 months. Yes.
I'm telling you,
exactly
same.
what you
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go first. Yes, 100%. Love can definitely make you sick. Love can make you sick when you very first start, and love can make you sick whenever the fucking relationship ends, if it ends. 100%. It has such a detrimental effect on your physiology, not just your mental side, like your physiology, that it's crazy. I had a bad relationship. Well, I did not have, it wasn't a bad relationship. I had a breakup and I went through it so much. I look back on it now and I'm trying to still figure out how the fuck I did it so I can lose a little weight. I didn't eat for a week. Like I sustained myself off beers, a little bit of beer, working out, and I was working out and not eating. It was crazy, but I was still getting up and going to work every day. Everything was perfectly fine because that one of those switches flip in your head and you go from being comfortable to boom, now I'm in a whole different place. You're like, where the fuck am I? How the fuck do I adjust? You know what I'm saying? You get like 3 hours of sleep and you're still functioning just the same way. I mean, you're sad and everything sucks, but you're still able to do everything without food, without sleep, you know, intoxicated, whatever you do, you know what I mean? So that also plays a part into how people, like, if people don't know, stress can fucking kill you. And that's the same kind of like connotation, like, you know what I mean? Like it goes hand in hand.
And I want to say I'm the exact opposite because he said how he didn't eat and lost weight, and my ass, I get in an emotional state, and that's all I want to do is eat. Comfort me with some damn food, please. I need all of it. That's my sick, because now I'm like, goddamn, my stomach hurt. Like, oh my God,
My stomach hurt.
Like, what is wrong with me? Why am I wanting to eat so much? But you know, everybody deals with that type of stress or that type of situation differently. And so, you know, everybody's sick may not be the next person's sick. It may be just like I've heard, you know, people really die from heartbreak. Like you can really die from that shit.
It's
like,
the stress built up.
Yeah.
Lance?
Yeah, 100%. I've been through it, so I'm gonna say yeah. Same thing. I lost mad weight. I mean, it was just, and I couldn't really figure it out because like I was going through it, but like my mental was still there. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? It's just like I'm good, but I'm not good. I'm hungry, but when I get to eat and I'm not hungry, take 2 bites, put it up, and now I'm not hungry for another 2 days. So it's just like man, like for me, like in a situation like that, like all I can do is like replay shit over and over. Like I'll be just chilling and they'd be like, I wonder if I would have did this, something. You know what I mean?
Said that.
Yeah, and the stress definitely, it gets to you more than anything, man. But yeah, it does. It made me sick. So yes, most definitely.
Free?
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm the opposite I think I'm like Lance and Bryant too. For me, it's not wanting to eat. So for me, it's like locking myself in a room, not wanting to come out of my room, get out of bed, do like the normal things that normal people do. So I won't eat. I won't want to talk to nobody. It's kind of like isolation. I think at that point, when you hit that point where you feel like, okay, like this is it. Like it almost feels like the end of the world to you until you climb up out of it. So I think there's pros and cons to it. Like you have that dark side where, you know, you lose weight and you don't want to talk and you don't want to come out of your room, but then there's always overcoming and you go on to the other side and you kind of, I mean, as we can see, like a bitch done gained 30 pounds. Shit, I can't stop eating.
I have to say, I definitely 110% agree with Bryant, but not, okay, I 50% agree with Bryant. I think it always, because for me, when it happens, like Brianna said, you feel like your whole world is over. Like you can ask Bryant, when it happened to me, the last time that it happened, couldn't eat, didn't want to eat shit. Every time I thought I was hungry, I'd get the food. And as soon as I went to go look at it, I was like, ugh. Like I couldn't go to work. So I don't know how y'all do that. Cause every time I thought about going to work, just couldn't do it. Like Bryant came over one time and he was like, yo, get off the couch. I was like, no, leave me alone. I just want to fucking sleep for like the next 10 years. Like, I don't want to do anything because it's like this daily routine that I had succumbed to out of nowhere, just boom, like that, it's gone. So it's like, what the fuck do I do? Because I'm the type of person where when I'm in a relationship, I invest 110%. Not that I forget myself, but when it ends, you kind of realize you did forget yourself. Mm-hmm. So I do 110% believe that love can make you sick, regardless of how the relationship starts and ends. It definitely can.
Most definitely.
I need to go through the heartbreak y'all went through to lose some damn weight.
Girl, when I tell you, and I don't know how I did it, but
it's not healthy, but
I was in the gym for 3 hours, 2 times a day. That was the only time that I left my house because I didn't want to be at home. That's all I was ever thought about. Every time I was home, I was thinking about it. So I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna go to the gym. I take some pre-workout, dry ass mouth, no water, just straight swallow the pre-workout.
My
Boom,
God.
straight to the
You
gym.
was
I'm in that
going through it,
motherfucker.
We're
man.
getting ripped tonight.
God. Like, and now I'm trying to figure out, like, can I get that can I get just an inkling of that motivation back so I get my ass back in the gym again?
Yeah,
crazy,
and that's what
though,
I'm
right?
saying. Because when you get back and you good and you comfortable in yourself again or in another relationship again, you lose all that shit. But
Mhm.
again, it's not healthy because you're doing all that shit, but you're also not eating the way you should.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're
And
not
you gain
sleeping
it
the way
back.
you should,
Yeah.
but
Are you
you're
gaining
constantly under stress, so your heart's
Yep.
under pressure. So
Mhm.
it's not a healthy way to lose weight. But goddamn, did I lose some damn weight?
Cause shit, what?
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
Every
no.
time dad came to see me, he was like, ma'am, you're disappearing. I need you to stop. I was like, I can't help it. I'm about to
Man.
go to the gym right now. I'm glad you got here safely, but I gotta go. I got a date with the gym. He was
Yeah.
like,
This pre-workout getting to me. I got
Pushing
to
shit like
And it makes you-
like,
It makes you
I'm
even
over here
more
like
sick
this.
too because everybody that knew y'all always want to ask what happened, so it's constantly
Yep.
getting thrown back in your face.
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't
talk
especially
about
when
it.
you didn't know.
You could just look
Mhm.
at somebody and be like, dang, she didn't look like that a couple months ago. Like, is
Mhm.
she sick? Like, what's wrong with her? She looks
Mhm.
super skinny. Because I think at my worst time, I was like 100 pounds or something like that. I looked
Dang.
gross. I still have the pictures. I'll send it in the group chat. Like, I still have the pictures. I looked gross. Like, my legs look like bone because I was so stressed.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you this. When I went through it, I legit went from 288 to 237 in
Damn.
3 months. And the only reason I knew I had lost that much weight was because I was at work one day and we went through a use of force. And when me and the inmate went down, when we got back up, my pants didn't come back up. They stayed down. I was like, do we have to turn this video in? They was like, yes, nigga. I was like, my pants are down there. It's a good thing I always wore basketball shorts underneath my uniform, but I was just like, damn, I need to get some new uniforms. My shit don't fit no more. Like,
Yeah. But that's dope though. I mean, in a way, not to say it was a healthy way to do it, but you know.
Yeah, if it happened, it happened. Good shit.
Yeah.
Try your best to keep it up, because when you get
I'm
comfortable
trying.
again, you just gain
Exactly.
all the
You
weight
gain it
It
right
does.
back. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
quarantine ain't helping. I'm gonna need COVID to go somewhere because you just fucking up all the progress.
Man,
we
look,
making.
I can't even blame COVID. I've been outside and I'm still gaining weight. So
Okay, so next question. Do you believe that people can change?
I think if they have,
I'll go first.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, T.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna let you finish,
do.
but
Thanks, Kanye.
Beyonce had the greatest album of all time. No, I do. I honestly do. I think after a certain point, then it starts to become like, okay, am I allowing it, or like, do you really want to? You know what I'm saying? So I do believe like if somebody wants to, they will. That's basically what it comes down to. If somebody actually wants to, because I believe that as people, we all make mistakes. Nobody's fucking perfect. And anybody who tries to sit here and say that they're perfect, like perfect
It's
doesn't
not.
exist. Yes. So I feel like if you make a mistake, you can overcome it and you can change. But it's ultimately up to that person. You know what I'm saying? Like if the person doesn't truly want to change, then they're not going to change. And if the person wants to make the change, then they'll actually put forth the effort and do it. But I also feel like it also depends on the situation and what people have been through to decide when that change is going to come and how fast it will come. Like it change for me, at least, it doesn't happen overnight. I feel like things take time, and building up to the person that you want to be or changing things that you want to change, that doesn't happen overnight. And I feel like it all is just circumstantial. It just depends on everybody. Like nobody's change is going to look like everybody else's. It just depends on what the person has been through and then what they want the ending point for them to look like. So
real quick, because mine is short. Yeah, I agree 100%. For my own personal origin story, yes, people can change if they want to, like she said.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Pretty much, if that person has the will, you know what I'm saying. It's mainly ultimately up to you. If you decide that you want to be a different person and you decide that you want to make changes, then you're gonna make those changes, whether it be in your timing or somebody else's. You're gonna do it. But like I said, it's just up to you and where your mentality is about the situation. So
big facts. All that. People can change. I've seen it. People can. It takes time though. It does take time. I mean, people expect people to change overnight. That's just not a reality. But people can change, man, for better or worse too. Don't you know what I'm saying? I want to be for better or
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
trust. Like I've seen
Yeah.
some good people turn cold or whatever. So like you can change. It takes time, but yeah, you can.
I ain't no killer, but don't
All right.
push.
Don't push
Oh God,
me. Stop
I agree
it.
with everything that y'all said. I mean, it was definitely the only thing I would add is when it comes down to it, whether a person wants to change or not, depending on what they've been through and how they've grown up. It just depends on as they're making that change. Is this change going to be the permanent change, or at some point they just be like, man, fuck it, what am I changing for, and just go right back.
Anybody sitting here watching at home that has a significant other that says, hey, that's just me, man, I'm always be me. Show them this video. You got 2 dudes and 3 females that just told you for a fact, like without hesitation, that people can change if they want to.
I'm a
I know
strong
I had a
believer.
conversation with Bryant, and I told him before that I was so proud of the change that he made when it came to his relationship. So,
Oh, God,
I definitely
yes.
think that it's possible, but like everybody said, you have to have that will. And if you have that will and that reason, you're gonna do it. But at the same time, you also have to, like we said, if it's beneficial for you and it's something that you want to do, then you have
That's
to
the
put
only way
that
to
work
work.
in, and you have to make it, you know what I'm saying, for you. Because, like me and Gabby and Bree had to talk about when it came to losing weight. When you want to, and I know this is a completely different subject because we're talking about changing a relationship, but still, when you want to make a change, you ultimately change a lot of things about yourself in that change. And so, when you want to do it, you have to decide that you want to do it not only for your significant other, if you have one, but also for yourself, because internally it's gonna be about you and
Facts.
what you're putting yourself through and what you're dealing with.
My favorite
Facts,
quote is if they want to, they will.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Step
regardless,
into
at
it.
the end of the day, change is change. No matter what it's, a relationship, yourself, work, whatever it is, change is change. So like you said, you have to make that change for you, because if you don't and you do it for the wrong reasons, it's not going to stick. It'll be
Yeah.
My
a
favorite
few
quote
seconds
from
before you're back.
my favorite quote from Lance is niggas gonna do what they want to do
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day,
And he's
niggas
right,
gonna
though.
do,
But
and,
that's
that, and,
right.
that,
Real.
and that's a unisex.
That's
That's
very
niggas
true.
as a
Yeah.
unisex.
Yeah.
Niggas gonna do what they want to do.
And
At
that's
the
a
end of
very
the
true
At
day.
the end of the
statement.
day. Yeah.
At the end of the day. You know what I mean?
So my
Hey,
next
but
question
also,
is,
hold on
what's
before
up?
you go, and I'll say this too. If people want change, then they may have to change who they're around, if that makes sense. Like
Oh,
That too.
you may
100%.
have to change, you may
That's
have to
big
change the
facts.
people around you, because there may be people around you that don't want you to change.
Yep.
And you might have to switch it up for people, hey, I need somebody that wants me to change, not to change me as a person, but
Right.
to change my habits and the success that I'm having, growth. And that if you're going through growth, you're gonna change. You will never stay the same. So
When you have somebody that betters you, it just
100%.
happens.
Yep.
And that's why and again, I say this damn near every episode. That's why I'm so happy I have the group of friends that I have now, because of the fact that if I'm going out to venture to do something in my life, if they don't agree with it, they'll let me know, but they'll always have my back. You know what I mean?
yeah, for
Always.
facts. So.
But past friends that I have had, even in relationships, if I was trying to do right, they'd be like, come on, man. Like, that's, bro, we boys, we out here having a good time. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Let's do this, blah, blah, blah. And with like the group of friends I have now, even if I had that thought in my head, they'd be like, nigga, you just fucking stop it. There, Mike especially snatch me up, drag me out that motherfucker, and be like, no, nigga, this is not what we doing tonight.
I'm
no.
the
Let's go
I'm the
home."
disappointed dude. I'm like,
Nigga.
Yeah, and Lance will give me that look, bro. He be like, even when we get back to the crib, bro, like, because we always used to go back to me and my Spike Cosmo were roommates. We used to always go back to the crib after the bar. We'd always chill, blase. If I ever did something fucked up, Lance would be like, whole time, like, I dab him up, he'll dab me back up, but he'd be like, just the whole time we drinking, that nigga give me that disappointed look, like I knew I fucked up. It was crazy, man. You got to like what'd you say? You said that, Tierra? Yes, you have to have those people around you being able to support you and help you know that, hey, man, we not just going, you're not here for us, we're here for you type shit.
exactly.
So, yeah.
Okay.
What you got next for us, Gib?
So next question, and I wrote it kind of weird, but I knew what I was talking about whenever I wrote it, and I see this so much, and it grinds my gears, it irritates my soul, it makes me want to punch a hole in the wall. So why is it, and this goes for both males and females, so I need my female opinion, I need my male opinion. Why is it that it seems, if you have some, first of all, Siri, anybody ask you, if you have somebody that comes into your life and that's good for you, no problems whatsoever, one mistake happens and it could be on your part. Okay, we'll just say that's on your part. The relationship ends, you call it quits, you never even try and fix it. You get into a relationship with somebody else, and this motherfucker is just bottom of the barrel. You constantly catching this person do something, and you're not fucking with it at all, and you continue to give them chance after chance after chance.
Okay,
Why
so
is
just
that?
to make sure I'm understanding. So basically, why is it that you give certain people more chances than others? Is that what it is? Like, you know what I mean? Is that what you're asking?
Why is it you give the bad option chances after chance and not the good option?
I think it would, and I'm sorry, I'm cutting off whoever, but
No, you good.
I think it would be, I don't know, for some reason, humans in general, I think we can change people to how we want them to be, like how we view them, right? For some reason, when somebody's too perfect, and I'm guilty of this too, when somebody's too perfect, I tend to be like,
Nigga,
because I feel like I have no leash to fuck up, right? And I don't know, but I can't really say, I can't answer too much. So I'm really interested to hear the female's perspective on it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Y'all got it. Let me hear something. Y'all got it. I don't know.
So I'll just piggyback off of what he said. I feel like my energy in general is more of like a healer. So when it comes to like somebody that is already good and I know that they're good, it's like, what more can I do to help?
Right.
So when it's something like, okay, well, you did this and you did this and you did this. Well, it's like, well, maybe I can help you fix this. And maybe we can help you change that. And maybe, so you can come and be like on the good side. You know what I'm saying? So I think it really just depends on the person, like, and how you are in general. But yeah, I think for me, I always want to see the good in people. I never really like I keep giving chances to people where it's like, but you can change and we can fix this and you can be better. But then it also comes to a point where it's like, am I damaging myself in the process? Because then you lose everything that you stood for, that trying to heal other people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it just depends on the people.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Bree. I think, and of course I can only speak for women. We are initially nurturers. And so it's just something that's in our nature, when it comes to relationship, friendships, especially of the opposite sex. It's, well, what can I do to fix this damage? Well, what can I do to help this person? And it, like she said, when you see somebody that's already good, it's like, what you need me for? Because I'm trying to fix some shit, but it does initially damage us as women, because then we get into this headspace of, well, I'm doing this to fix him and I'm doing this to help him. Why can't he just get it right? Why can't he just do it right? Why can't, but I mean, that's just female. I don't know. I guess I'm not really the nurturer type, because I'm like, which maybe I am, maybe I'm not, because I do give chance after chance. But also, once you lose your trust with me, it's like everything you do is sus at that point. Like, now I'm definitely looking at you from a different eye. Like, I don't want to help you do nothing. Because you gonna do that one bad mess up, and I'm gonna be like, all right, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and dip out.
Okay, but side note to this, what type of person would it take for you to give them more than that one chance? You see what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know.
Is that, see what I'm saying? I don't know.
Can you elaborate on that? Because I kind of don't understand what you're asking.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean by?
So what I'm saying is, okay, so say for instance, okay, I know we was joking earlier, but say Lance and Tiara are in a relationship, okay? Tiara is top of the barrel, he ain't got nothing to worry about. Lance has come from like a background of like just traumatizing ass relationships. He's finally got him the one that he's been manifesting, speaking on, and he screws up. One night he goes to a party, he fucks around, and she finds out, and he's just like, all right, I'm done, I'm out. So why can't you stay and work it out with her? You messed up one time. Why can't you sit there and, figure out how to work it out? If it's work outable, nobody says it's going to be work outable. If you at least give it the option to work out and then you up and leave, if it doesn't, then you at least tried. But then he gets with somebody else and he's constantly finding her talking to other dudes. He's constantly finding her, with some other dude that she shouldn't be with. And he's constantly like, it's okay, we'll figure it out. It's just a mistake, or, whatever, like.
So I feel like it also plays into too, kind of like social media and society in general. Society has believed or led us to believe that toxic is where it's at. Like everybody wants to be fucking toxic. So when you finally do find something, it sounds funny, but it's true. Like
It's true.
it
No,
is really true.
I am not denying that.
Society has led us to believe, like through rap and movies and shit like that, like, oh, toxic men, blase, that's cute, whatnot. So yeah, like I said, with that, it's like, it's almost like when you do find something that's perfect, you kind of, it's like, what do I do with my hands? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you really do? Because it's like, you're so used to having toxic energy around you. When you finally have like good present and good energy, it's almost, people will kind of say like, oh, it's boring. Like there's no excitement to it. Like, when do we argue? When am I going to go down your throat for doing this? Like, when am I going to catch you doing some shit?
Yeah.
Exactly. So like I said, every situation is different. So some people are like, find, you know, more good healing energy, like where they want to be at. And then some people are like toxic lane, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's just is different. It kind of fucking sucks that society has led us to that, because now, you know, divorce rates are up. And like when I brought the first statistic in the first episode, kind of like, where, you know, one night stands are more prominent than actual people having long lasting relationships and actually having sex in that aspect. It's like toxic energy everywhere. So.
Okay. Brian, you got anything to add to that? Or
Yeah, I'd have to go ahead and say comfortability on both parts, because honestly, if you think about it, when you very first start talking to somebody, on their side, they're not comfortable enough to show their toxic traits, if that makes sense. And you're not, how do I word this? They're not comfortable enough to start showing their toxic traits like they do. And then when you get to the point to where you're fully fledged, or not even, depending on what, no matter of time, like when you in your head decide like, hey, like we're in a relationship and we're going to be in a relationship, then you, at that point, you're too comfortable to let them go. So you don't want to try anything new now. You want to still be with you know, you still want to keep dealing with that same person, because you don't want to have to restart the whole talking phase. You still just want to be comfortable. Fuck, hold on. And is this making sense? I don't know if I'm making sense or not.
yeah, you are.
Okay.
Oh shit, thank you.
But yeah, that's
No,
that's
it
my
makes sense to me.
take on it. Yeah, basically.
I want to say, I think I want to add, some people have the one that got away syndrome. So that person that they were with might have been, you know, what they needed, what they wanted, but that little situation did mess it up. Now they get with this new person. It's like, well, maybe I can make them into what she was for my benefit.
Okay.
And so you give them extra chances to try to recreate this situation that you had. Maybe, I don't know.
Go ahead, Brie, because I
So-
want to speak too.
No,
So
that
has
makes sense.
anybody ever heard of the 90-10 rule?
Yes.
Let's put me
Like,
on
so
something.
the 90-10 rule is like, okay, so let's say Lance, you're with Tiara. She has 90% of everything that you're looking for, but she's missing that 10% to make her absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
So you find someone who has that 10% that you just feel like, oh my God,
Yeah.
this is complete. But when you
Okay.
let go of that 90% and you get that 10%, now you're like, well,
You
bitch,
let
you're
that
missing the whole
10%.
90%
Yeah,
of that.
like the
And-
grass ain't greener type deal.
yeah. So that, I think, T, is that kind of what you were getting at?
Yeah.
Where it's like you let somebody go that was good for you, or I don't know
Yeah.
if that's what you were trying to explain.
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
like,
no,
I
that's
mean,
really
the
it.
person was good for you, you know, but you had that one situation. And
You
then
always
the
look at
10%
let it
made
go.
you
Yeah.
feel like you're the
Right.
man, and then you're looking back at it and you're like, well, fuck, man, she don't even have the 90% of what this other chick
Right.
had, and it's too late. So
And as a man, I can attest to that. That, I mean, not to say that I didn't really know about the 90-10 rule.
I thought it was the 80-20.
or whatever.
That's
or,
different.
You know, whatever.
No,
Whatever
but
it is. Yeah, whatever, however you want to do it. But you know, I think that people do, because like Bree said, the social media aspect of it, you always can see things. Like you can always constantly look at other people, see things that they have or the image that they're portraying, and you're like, damn, I just wish this person would just get a little bit of that. And then you may actually have a chance for the 10%, like you said, and then you'd be like, damn, I fucked up, but it's too
Yeah.
late most of the time by then, which is, you know, I got to respect that. You know what I mean? So I agree with that 100%. I don't really got anything else, man. Y'all killing that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
yeah, for real.
I
Okay,
mean,
so
we
the next
kind of
question.
gotta make up for last
We
week
did.
when you gave that
We
bomb
did.
ass answer and everybody
No,
else.
ma'am.
To love and to be loved is most definitely 1000% a feeling.
This show's
Hey.
fire.
You can't
Yeah,
tell
this
me you
show's
don't feel
fire.
that. I was at work and I was like,
I've been replaying that shit in my head because I'm like, bro, we
I
need
re-
to like
Though,
poster
man.
that shit because that
I
shit was
re-looked
like,
at it because when we had posted the little promo clip to the Harley Sober page, and I went to go repost it, I was like, what clip is this? And now watching, I was like, God damn. Every time, bro.
I had people at work that was like, yo, I don't know who the light skinned kid is to you. I was like, which one? It was like the dude with the robe. I was like, oh, that's my homeboy. It was like, he need to be like a philosopher or somebody's therapist because he
yo,
said,
he was
when
so
nigga-
proud of that robe
he
last
said, when
week,
nigga
too.
hit me with to be loved and to love is most definitely a feeling. He was like, that nigga had me thinking about some shit I did back in high school. Like,
You see what I'm
God
saying
damn.
though? But in that moment, to be honest with any of the viewers, that's kind of how this goes. You know, I really speak on, at least for the most part, my personal experiences. So, you know, to
Yeah.
deny either one of that would have been cap on my part. But yeah.
We always keep it real at Harley Sober.
Oh, we try.
Facts. Facts.
My next question is, I got one more question because I know we're not gonna have time for the other three. The
No,
other
we
two.
do,
One
we do,
was-
we do,
Yeah,
we do,
yeah.
we do. Trust me, we do.
Okay.
hmm
Okay.
Mhm.
Because one is
You wanna wait
specifically
for
for the
Bree?
males.
Let's
Yeah,
wait for
one is
Bree.
specifically for the males, and I'm mad that Courtney's not here because I wanted to get his input on it too.
Listen here. Hold on. I'm gonna let you
Gabby,
finish.
While she's gone.
Look. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you got it.
I want to put a little side note. This message is to Courtney. You keep playing with us, man. You about to get banned. Stop playing with me, bro.
You'll
All right?
never be a drink mate.
You're not gonna be a drink mate, bro. Like the invitation been here for too long, bro. I literally shouted you out like the first episode. Stop playing with me, bro. All right, we good.
Who are y'all talking about?
Courtney.
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 Oh,
Dusty. Oh no, that's Taurus. Oscar.
You dusty bitch.
Ashtray.
Ashtray.
All right,
bitch.
let's get one more
Ashtray,
in, Gabby.
bitch.
Let's get one more in,
Okay,
Gabby.
so are we just doing the one more? Or did you want me to do the other two?
We'll see how it goes.
Okay, so the other question I have is this is for everybody is what is the pettiest reason you stopped talking to somebody? And I have to have Tiara jump this bitch off.
There's
Yeah,
the
but
laugh.
you-
There's the laugh.
She laughed so hard she muted the mic.
No,
No,
I
we
know
didn't
the
do
mic.
that.
Oh.
Thankfully. Goddamn.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
The pettiest reason.
Just try to sit back. We can hear you in the mic. You don't got to get
Okay,
too close.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm
It's all good.
sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Real quick, parents, if you're watching, I promise you, you raised us right. We got some underlying issues.
Dad,
I got a
Tiffany.
halo up here.
Dad, Tiffany, Tammy, skip forward 10 minutes. 12.
I mean, I have a couple of them. It varies from bad sex to
That's not
making
petty
me pay
though.
for dates and
The
that's not
pettiest
petty.
reason ever.
Yeah.
Like he showed up and he said hi, like hello, how you doing? And you was like,
Or you
"Oh,
saw
no."
he started to get out the car and his shirt lifted up and you seen his butt crack or something.
I've definitely had that before, and I was just like, oh my god.
Oh my
I'm gonna have to think about it. Y'all gonna have to go to somebody else. I'm gonna really have to
Okay.
think about it.
Okay.
Go
Go ahead,
Bree.
so
Yeah.
for me, mine was in high school. I think Gabby, this was like 11th grade. Yeah, it was 11th grade.
Ooh.
Do you remember Roche Delts? Yeah.
Name dropping.
Name dropping.
He had told me because we were never in like a relationship or anything back then, and he was like super in love with me. And after that, he was like, oh, I love you, I want to be with you. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't think this is gonna work. And so like for me, it was just, I guess like in my head, it was more of like I don't know, he was just super soft. Like it was just giving really like teddy bear energy. Like he was just like, I love you so much. I want to be with you. I want to make you happy. And I was like, yeah, no. So I just like completely cut him off. He's like, I'm going to tell your ex-boyfriend I did this and I did this. And I was like,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, so it was definitely in 11th grade. I think this was like 2010. So like, damn
And just
near,
for the viewers,
11
I'm
years
not
ago.
I'm not saying he's a lame ass nigga for
He was.
wanting to help support her. I'm saying he's a lame ass nigga for getting dropped and being like, I'm gonna tell your ex-boyfriend you did
Yeah.
this and this and
Hey.
that and that.
Tight
Ain't
man.
nothing wrong with you having feelings for the woman that you've shared
Right.
your body with.
Right.
That boy was in love with me since the moment I moved in on fucking
He
Avenue
did.
Court.
He was.
Yeah.
It was
I
sick.
would. I would definitely
Like-
say. Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
No,
no,
I would
go
say
ahead. I was gonna be
my.
funny.
I mean, the only thing like I can honestly think of, and it's crazy because now that Bree said it, it's I've stopped talking to somebody because I felt like they've progressed in the relationship by themselves too quickly. Does that make sense? Like it's been like you may go from like, oh yeah, we're cool, like, and then like a week later, like, well,
That's
I
true.
love you already. Like what? Like.
Got
Like,
used to
what?
me.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
And I don't say that in no disrespect, because like, you know, I could have love for you and be in love. You be like, no, like I'm in love. Nah, hey, we gonna have to and you know, and I will cut you off for that. I'm not gonna lie. Like as a man, I will be like, hey, look, I'm not. You gotta calm down. And if you can't, then I gotta make that executive decision to get up out of there.
Yeah.
It was
Fired
the executive
up.
decision for me.
Tiara.
Okay.
She ain't thought of shit.
The petty y'all. I've been trying to listen to y'all, listening and thinking it's y'all. Okay.
I can go.
The
if you need
pettiest
to.
Hardly
reason I
sober.
stopped dealing with somebody, honestly. Fuck.
And we're gonna give her some more time. Brian,
It's
go.
too many.
Ooh,
I'm
she said she got 2 minutes. Ooh,
The very first Harley sober drink, mate.
Hey, look, it's Harley sober. She feeling it. She feeling it.
no, not
We
yet.
do, we be all here doing it. By the way, people
Okay,
watch it. I'm
I'll,
telling you.
I'll go with and this is gonna sound deep the way I explain it, but it's not really deep the way it happened. It is not thinking that our time together is more valuable than my time, period. So I was talking to someone at the time. Me and my group of friends labeled her as Lil Mama. I was working 2 jobs at the time, and that's when I was heavily in the gym. So it seemed like every other text message was, why don't you come see me so often, or blase, 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 whatever. And I was like, well, I'm at work. And I was working like 14 hours a day. So I'm at work. Okay, why don't you come see me? 3 hours later, I'm at work. 3 hours later, why don't you come see me? I'm at work. 3 hours later, why don't you come see me? I'm at the gym. And then at like, I guess whenever I actually had free time for myself was probably about like 3 hours before I actually wanted to go to sleep. So then I'd be like, hey, you know, you want to link up type shit. She was like, no, you don't want to come see me all day. I was like, I was fucking busy, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm a grown
and
ass
it-
man.
you feel me? So like I had too much time, and I felt like the thing about it was that she didn't feel like my time was
valuable,
as
yeah.
valuable as the time that we spent together type shit.
So she hit you with the Janae Aiko that you don't need no free time. That's you
Yes,
only
fuck
time.
all that
Basically,
me
yeah.
time. Yeah.
So does that count as petty? I know I explained it as like a deep thing, but
Honestly,
in
it's
reality, it was
not.
really just I was tired of getting bugged.
Honestly,
I
to
actually
me, that
respect
makes
you for
sense.
that.
I respect you, one, for letting her know every time she asked you, hey, can we hang out?
Yeah.
You's like, yo, I'm at work. Hey, I'm at the gym. Like the things that are important to your peace, like your
Mhm.
mental and everything like that. Like you're letting her know. And then when you actually did have some free time as a man, you let her know you had some free time. And she was like, oh, now fuck it, because you didn't want to do it when I wanted to do it. So
Yeah.
now I don't want to do it.
That's
Yeah.
so petty.
So on her part, that's
And then
petty.
still, and that's the thing is, I'll be like, all right, you want to chill now? She was like, no, because you blah, 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 blah. And then 30 minutes later, she was like, yeah, come pick me up.
I had that situation before. That was annoying. And dude
So-
lived all the way in San Antonio.
First of all, ain't no fucking.
Yo,
How far
Like
is-
I would
we're on the
go.
pod, so I'm gonna.
I
I'm
went
not-
out
I'm
of
not
town.
gonna
No,
say-
listen.
and
I
make
would
make
go to San
Hold on, Tierra,
Antonio.
before you go into it, too deep into it. Make sure you do not tell nobody where the fuck you live at, okay?
Oh,
Okay,
no.
because he gonna pull up like, oh, so I
No.
was the nigga you cut off.
No, just keep your location out of there. How far are you from San Antonio?
Far enough.
6 hours?
Gee, what? Hell no.
We should have had her on the
No.
pod when we asked how far you went for some because of you.
Jesus,
6
okay.
hours? But I went down there to go see some family. I got some
People.
church family that moved down there.
Okay.
And you know, that's when the bitch was on Tinder and on ratchet ass POF, you know.
POF.
We're not gonna talk
Yo,
about that.
POF was hard times, no cap.
But
POF is like the bottom of the barrel
Bruh, no
Like,
disrespect.
you gotta get it.
for men.
but
Because the way for men, POF is the bottom of the barrel.
so yeah, I had met him through one of those. I don't remember which one. And we ended up messaging or whatever, talking. He was cool. And dude was like, well, come see me. And I was like, oh, you know, we're doing family stuff, whatever, blase, blase. And he instantly got into his feelings and was like, oh, if you don't want to see me, then just say that. I don't know why you messaged me back in the first place. Why are you acting like that? Sir, I've known you for 2 hours. What do you mean? And like, he would do this thing where he would stop talking to me because he was mad because I didn't go see
Oh, you
him.
mad?
Yeah.
So whenever I'd go back home, I'd randomly get a message from a number and I'm like, who is this? And he would say, so and so. And I'm like, oh, hey, you know, what's up? Whatever. And he's like, yeah, when are you coming back? I want to see you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, I don't know when I'm coming, but you know, when I do, I'll let you know. Maybe we can link. So a couple months went by and we still hadn't went down there. And he was like, here he go again. So you've been lying. If you got a man, just say that. Da da da. And I'm like, I don't even know you, son. I've never seen you face to face.
Son.
Like, sir,
Bro.
why are you tripping on me right now?
Come on,
we
B.
ain't fuck. We
Come on,
ain't
B,
kissed.
tighten up,
We
B.
ain't done none of that.
Tighten up.
And you're really
Tighten up,
wilding
B.
on me right now. And eventually he just got on my nerves. I had to block him. And then this man proceeds to call me from random numbers, thinking I'm gonna answer.
Hey, y'all never met in person?
No.
Hey, to all the men listening out here, do not go outside. Have some self-respect for yourself.
Please.
Tighten up, bro.
Never
Don't
met
do
this man
this.
in person.
Just because you a man don't mean women want you automatically.
nigga.
Y'all niggas is weird.
The word of the day is dignity.
Man.
Get some.
Find some.
Man.
Which is, I'm gonna start that up. Hardly sober word of the day. Today's word is
dignity.
All right.
God damn.
First drink
bro.
mate, first word of the day. Let's
Who
get
is
it.
she talking about? Jesus, bro.
Oh man.
I would say the pettiest reason I cut somebody off was because of his name.
Ooh.
Wait, before you start, Brianna had relations with a man named Rochelle.
Roche. Roche.
Oh, that's worse. Go ahead, Gabby. Go ahead, Gabby.
Rotel, we just gonna call him Rotel Dip.
I said Rochelle. I thought you said Rochelle.
His name was Roche.
Rochelle.
So
Rochelle.
this
Rotel.
dude's name was giving me very much like Toontown vibes. And I didn't know what it was at first because so we worked together and where I used to work at, you go by last names only. So, I mean, I was crushing mad hard. I was like, oh, you know, dude, cute, whatever. He like 12 years older than me, whatever. So he came through. He came through Central
Ma'am,
Control
that's
one night.
borderline your pappy.
Been there,
That's
sis.
not a flex.
Been there, sis. It's okay.
Calm down.
Touch your shit.
Brian, we saw wholesome, bro. I
Been there,
appreciate you.
sis.
We saw wholesome, bro.
Coming from the men who are talking about finding sugar mamas. Anyways, okay. So he came through Central Control one night, and when you go through Central, you have to give them their ID. So I looked at his ID and I was like, what the fuck? This nigga name sounds real Toontownish. Like his name might as well have been Anvil or like fucking some shit. This is the way I saw it. Either I called him Anvil or Annual because his name was fucking weird as shit. I was just like, can't do it. Can't be going out in public and I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, this is Annual.
Yeah, that's definitely a petty ass reason. 100%. You got us beat. Face ass. Oh, Cam. Okay, what's up, Cam?
Hi, baby. But yeah, that's the most pettiest reason. I was like, I can't take you anywhere because one, anybody who knows us knows we are so family oriented. So if I'd have brought him around y'all, it'd have been Clown Nation every single
Just for the
time.
record, can we just get the first name? We don't got to get the last name. Let's just get the first name. Because I
Well,
want
if the last name was a funny one,
Or,
then-
yeah, whichever one was funny or weird.
Yeah.
His
just-
first name was Annabelle.
Oh,
yeah, he wouldn't have made it.
He had to get cut off.
Like
He had to get-
He wouldn't have
Hannibal,
made it.
Annabelle.
Annabelle.
would've made
Hannibal,
it.
cannibal,
He's getting
A navel. Animal.
a navel.
Hardly sober. This is why. This is why.
Tighten up
She
that belly
did
Not,
button.
not to say that, and then, I mean,
Tighten that
it
belly
ended up
button.
not. It ended up not working anyways. We're not gonna say why, but yeah, it was giving very much. It's not gonna happen ever. Period.
That is
And
probably
so-
the pettiest reason. Yeah, you win
Yeah.
the award.
You won.
You
Very
won.
first
Big
Hardly
one.
Sober award as well. Gabby wins the most pettiest cutoff for a name.
And that's probably why I'm continuing to go through the shit that I go through. This is my karma for cutting a nigga off because of his name.
Hey,
It'd be like that.
But
got to live with it.
Yeah.
so are we moving into the game, or did y'all want the other question?
Let's get that question that you have.
Yeah, what was the
for-
Let's
question
make
for
it
the
quick.
guys?
Let's try and make it quick.
Okay,
but
so-
I want it. No, I'm trying to hear it.
Women and women only.
Okay.
Have you ever lost a good man or one you feel like you could have made it work with? And do not make it a bitter question. A simple no will suffice if you haven't.
Wait, can you say that again?
Have you ever lost a good man or one you felt like you could have made it work with?
No.
Simple
No.
answer.
Simple answer. Don't be bitter.
No.
What is so funny?
Right.
No.
I mean,
The way
she said,
Damn.
The way
she
she was
said-
zoned out and said,
I was
No.
thinking.
No. No. Both y'all. No. And
No, I mean, and I know you wanted a yes or no answer, but it's just if it was supposed to be, it would have been. So
True.
Okay.
That's exactly
That's
what I
shit.
would have had to say. If,
You know,
if that's where it was,
and
then
it was obviously for a reason. So.
facts.
I agree.
Men,
Good
have you
answer,
ever lost
T.
a good woman or one you felt you could have made it work with?
I know I was talking shit, but no. Because 100%, to be honest, no. I feel like every relationship I've had up to this point has,
Toxic.
and like Tierra was talking about, like not toxic, but what Tierra was talking about when we had the conversation, it made me to get to the point to realize who I need to be for the person I am with right now.
Mhm.
Basically,
Okay.
if I didn't have those, I mean, do I think I could have made it work? Yeah, if I wanted to, but at the end of the day, either I didn't want to or they didn't want to, or I really just, it's gone. It's in the past. You know what I mean? So I feel like every relationship, I know this is longer than a yes. Sorry. I mean, longer than a no, but basically,
As long as you're not being bitter. That's all
I'm
right.
not. I needed those to be able to be, I already said, I'm repeating myself. I needed those to be able to be the person I am for the person I'm with.
Mhm.
The person I really feel like I want to spend the rest of my life with. So
Mhm.
yes,
That's facts.
thank
That's
you. But do I ever feel like I lost them or I could have made it work better than I wanted to? No, because
No.
I'm making it work now. So
Yeah. For facts, I
Okay.
agree. Hey, by the way, on that. But no, I agreed with all y'all. No, because could I have made it work, but have been truly happy? No. Have I
Okay.
lost some good people,
Mm.
or have I lost some people that they had good traits? Yeah, of course. I mean, there's pieces like we said earlier. There's pieces I wish I could pull, but that's just not how it works, right?
Yeah.
But I'm a firm believer of I did everything I could. Me personally, I mean, I did everything I could, man. And you know what I mean. And like to Brian's point, I believe it's for a reason. So whenever that time comes and whatever, but no disrespect to anybody previous. No, I do not.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
respectfully,
Disrespectfully, no, I'm just
On
kidding.
Jesus.
Respectfully disrespectful.
On God.
I have to agree. Do I feel like I have? No. But do I feel like I'm a good one that they lost? Motherfucking right.
On
you
Jesus.
said no bitterness.
But I
You
think
said no
everybody
bitter.
I
would feel
didn't
that
You
way.
say
did.
I didn't, there was no bitter though. That
But
wasn't
do I
bitter.
feel like I'm a good one that they lost?
That sound like
yes.
that sound
But
like
I-
self-worth
bitter.
to me, Queen.
I
That
think,
sound like
I think,
self-worth.
Talk your
no, but
shit,
I think
sis.
everyone thinks like that, but I think everybody carries qualities that, you know, everybody
Mhm.
wants to better in everybody.
Mhm.
So I
Mhm.
can't really say like, oh yeah, you lost the greatest thing of your lifetime because I probably wasn't.
Probably
like
not.
if,
Yeah,
if,
exactly.
Yeah.
if we were meant to be together, then
We
we,
would
both
still
wouldn't have
be.
been.
Mm.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So I think like if it didn't work out, then both of y'all carry traits within yourself where
Mhm.
it kind of made it to where it just wasn't the right time.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, and there's a lot of caveats behind it too. Is like well, you got to introduce growth. You got to introduce mental stability. You got to, I mean, has any relationship that anybody's ever been in could it probably be their lifelong relationship? Yes. But at the same time, who were you and who were they at the time?
Exactly, because people change.
And now the relationship you're in now, who are you and who are you now at the time? You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Completely-
And like
maybe completely
Brianna
different.
said, each relationship you're in, you take pieces of that relationship and you push it forward.
Yeah.
Whether it be insecurities, rather it be security. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You never
Okay,
know what's
King.
going to keep you
Okay.
pushing moving forward. You feel me? But at the end of the
Yeah.
day, you never know until you get to that
Until
age
the-
where you're
exactly.
like, yeah, where you're like 80,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, this is my last relationship, but you never know until you get there.
Exactly.
Me
You can't
personally-
teach that. You can't teach it.
You cannot, exactly. But me personally,
Okay, Lance, answer. Get it.
and then, yeah, Big Lance answered. Harley Soper. Hey, we gonna start calling that shit on Harley Soper. Lance answers. But yeah,
Answer of the day goes to Brian.
Hey, facts.
Yeah. I feel like I've had enough experience, and this is only me being 25, but I feel like I've had enough experience to be able to being on the dog side and being on the getting dog side. I've been able to put this into work in my current relationship to where I feel like I can confidently say, and again, you never know. There's always a lot of shit that can happen in the universe. You never know. I can confidently say this could very well be my last one.
Well, I hope so.
Hopefully, I
think we all
hope
do.
so.
I hope so.
I hope
We all
so.
do.
Man,
Yeah, big shout out to
Shout
y'all,
out,
man.
shout out.
big shout out Becca, man, and baby A. I know they in
Big
the
shout out,
building.
Becca.
Well, since I got Lance answer of the day, I might as well just go back into my last section.
Yeah,
You know what
Yeah.
time
might
it
as
is.
well. Yeah.
Welcome back, and let's welcome our very first what do you call it?
Drink mate.
Extra contestant. Well, she's our drink mate, but like I have my regular 3 contestants, but now we have an extra contestant. Two
You
celebrity
needed help,
20
so you brought
questions.
tea. You needed help, so you brought tea.
I don't know if I'm gonna be.
Be on your side. How's that helping me?
Just trying to sabotage. I feel like y'all got some behind the scenes shit.
I got
going
you,
on.
Brian.
It's
I
just
got
real
you.
strange how
Don't worry
you wanted to
about
play
that.
it again with
I
Don't
Tim.
got
worry
you,
about
brother.
that. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
It's really because I have not. I mean, we did trivia on the post show last week. If you missed it, go ahead to youtube.com/Harley Sober Podcast or Harley Sober Alone. I don't know what it is. But we did trivia, and we will try and introduce trivia into the next episodes. But I'll be getting lazy during the week, especially with this 3-day weekend. I've been big chilling. So today we're gonna play Celebrity 20 Questions. I'm sorry.
We gonna win anyway. It don't even
Let's
matter.
get it.
We
Tierra,
gonna
do you
win.
know how the game works?
I do, but if you want to tell the people, let's hear
I
it.
most definitely will, because every episode is somebody's first episode. So,
Yes,
Celebrity 20
sir.
Questions. I will give my panel of co-hosts and our very first drink mate of our entire career.
Yeah.
I will allow them 20 questions to ask yes or no questions about the celebrity that I have written down on the back of this envelope. Let me hide the address. It's on the back of this envelope, and they have 20 questions to figure out who it is. Yes or no questions only. If they make a certain guess, if they come to me and say, "Hey Brian" or "Hey Banks, I am making this guess," they get it wrong, the game's over. They get it right, obviously they won the game. They have 20
We're just
questions
gonna
they
let you
can
know.
discuss around themselves.
We're never gonna call you Banks. We're gonna say Brian or B.
That's
B.
okay.
He
My
knows.
my Twitch people will call me
Should I mute
Banks.
it? I don't know.
No, y'all not muted.
Yeah, we ain't here. Like somewhere.
All right, so
Anyways,
let the game begin.
let's roll. Is it male?
Yes.
What you got, Bree?
Is it an actor? Or is he an actor?
Yes.
Okay. More known for movie. Is he more known for movies? No.
No, he's widely known for both.
Okay. That works.
I'll count that as a question.
Yeah.
That was a good giveaway.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
Do we want to do the race?
we can.
Is he African American?
No.
Mm. Oh, is he American though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he
An
white?
American white actor.
Is he white? Yes.
Mm,
Okay.
Okay, so he's
What,
a white
what are we
man.
at now? Like six?
6.
6? Okay.
And again, for the listeners at home, while they get a second to think, these are only going to be like A-list actors. It's not going to be no one-off, somebody that was in one movie one time. Everybody's going to know them. It's
Mainstream.
household names only. Yeah. No hints this episode either, because y'all niggas been doing way too good. Way too
Has he
good.
started anything recently?
What's recent to you? 1 or
Within
2
the last
years?
2 years. Yeah.
Let me look it up. While y'all are thinking, because maybe. Yes. You said 1 or 2 years? Or you said 2 or 3 years?
1 to 2.
1 or 2, yeah. I mean, in the last
Yes,
two. Come
yes,
on.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
7.
The last two. That doesn't really help us. But I mean, it kind of does. At least it lets me know that he's around still.
It was
Was he famously known in the 90s?
Ooh.
That's
So
8
white
questions.
male actor, famously known in the 90s, with something out within the last 1 to 2 years.
Who the fuck? This
Has
is,
Jim Carrey done anything in the last 2 years? Does anybody know?
I'm not too sure off the
I'm
top of
gonna be
my
honest
head.
with you. I thought Jim Carrey was dead.
Because Jim Carrey has done a sitcom and he's done movies.
Yeah, you're right.
So, and he was extremely known in the 90s doing In Living Color.
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, well, let me ask this. Let me just go ahead and get it out there. Is this person dead?
No.
Okay. Was this? He looking. Hold on.
I just want to make double sure. Keep thinking.
I was gonna ask. I was gonna get straight to the point because I was thinking Jim Carrey too. I was gonna ask if he was a part of Living Color. That's what I was gonna do, but I don't know how y'all feel about it. Was he a part of Living Color?
No. 10
Ooh,
questions.
Okay. Oh my god.
But we also have Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio because Brad Pitt, I think Leonardo also did Titanic in the 90s.
But what about their series? What series have they done? Because he's known for both.
But yeah, he said he's known for both.
What about Saved by the Bell? What's his name?
Oh shit. We're talking way back. I do not know that.
What's
Zach
that?
Morris?
Zach Galifianakis?
Get her out of here, Coach.
Gabrielle.
Sub.
Sub.
Or Boy Meets World. What's the main actor on Boy Meets World?
Corey.
Corey's on my Corey.
But his actual name.
Oh, I don't know. I know him as Corey.
No, for real.
And Topanga.
I
One
almost said
hint.
Topanga.
One hint. That's the only hint I'm gonna give y'all episode. Have y'all seen that nigga Corey in any movies?
No.
No, that's what I was about to say.
That's what I look.
He
I
ain't
ain't
never
even
done a movie.
He's widely known for his series and his movies. He's a household name for his series and his movies.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna be
That's
mainstream. He's
all.
gonna be somebody
now I'm out
popular.
of here.
Yeah, we good. We got it. He's gonna be popular. White man. Good for the movies and the series. Famous in the 90s, so he's been around a while. And he just had a project that came out within the last 2 years.
I'm trying to think about movies that just came out.
Wait, did he say he was in a series or
He
because
said
Mark
he's known
Wahlberg
for known. He's both. He's known for
widely
both.
known for both.
did
I don't know
Mark
if Mark
Wahlberg
Wahl-
ever do a series? Because he,
I don't know.
I don't think so.
We'd have
I know
to.
he modeled.
yeah,
But
that's what I'm
that's
saying.
not it.
He was extremely known in the 90s. He's extremely known today.
Because he fine as fuck.
On Jesus.
Trying to taste a little Wahlburger.
Is that a
Somebody-
thing? Females down in the comments, please let us know if Mark Wahlberg is
Yeah.
attractive.
Yo,
I don't.
like what?
Is he?
Like what?
That's a white boy.
Please let
Becca,
us know.
can you ask Becca, please?
Becca is
I-
Mark Wahlberg. I raised up the earphone. She was over there like,
Thank you, Becca. Yo, women out here tripping. It's
It is.
2021 and y'all
Have you
acting
seen
different.
Four Brothers?
That was like 20 years ago. What the fuck? Oh, my
that was
God.
way longer than 4 years ago. That was like 2009.
I said 20. I said 20.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it wasn't 20
Yeah.
specifically, but yeah.
It was definitely in that early 2000s era,
Yeah,
before
for
2010,
sure.
for facts.
Fuck,
Okay,
man.
and we're at 10
Um,
questions still, or
You guys are at 10, yes.
okay.
Hmm?
Damn, this one is
It's the
kind of so
highlight on
broad.
1000.
What about it's not Family Matters, but what's the other show? Full House. Do any of those actors still act today?
Yeah, they even
John
rebooted
Stamos,
it.
No, but he's Hispanic.
Who's Hispanic?
John
John
Stamos.
Stamos.
I think John Stamos is Greek.
I was about to say, I think he's like Italian or something.
Which
He's
is
some
white,
shit
so
that
he's
ain't white.
Greek is white. The Italian's white. Yeah.
So mean.
Give him very much.
My bad. I'm gonna shut up. Y'all go ahead.
I'm trying to not.
I mean,
I'm trying to-
old dude did America's Funniest Home Videos, but that's about it. And I don't think he's got anything new coming out.
I don't even. What movie was he in?
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
he's
not
been
even-
moved.
yeah,
From what
we're
I
gonna
heard,
just-
the reason that the Olsen twins didn't come back for Fuller House was because he was molesting them bitches when they was younger on Fuller
Yo,
House.
we're not gonna get sidetracked by that. But yo.
No, like real shit. I read that the other day because they were coming out with
I know,
the
ma'am,
Full
but
House.
I
Yeah.
didn't expect you to.
Jesus.
I didn't think he was gonna
It
bring it
got
up.
real up in here. Hold up.
Um,
Let me take a drink.
Let me
Pause.
see. Big facts. It might make me get the answer quicker.
I'm not gonna put a tear in this medieval wine glass.
Do not do my shit.
That motherfucker
Oh.
straight from the Knights Templar.
This is Lance, yo. Don't do me.
From the Knights Templar.
Hey, listen. Hey, just because
Hear ye,
we
hear ye. I would have taken another drink.
Off with his head.
I doth not know the answer. I will drink.
Jester.
Bring me my goblet.
That's what it looks like.
Y'all lost me at the hear ye.
Tear in the goblet of Stella Rose.
listen, listen.
Sorry, y'all. I'm
Just
trying
because,
not to laugh into the
just
mic.
because y'all accustomed to fucking red Solo cups everywhere you go,
Brian.
don't disrespect a nice wine glass. Okay?
Lance, that's not a nice wine glass, my guy. That shit is from like the 1980s.
Hey,
If you
Bree.
want a
That
nice
is the
glass,
shit that your mom
Bree.
brings out during the holidays.
It's
You guys
China.
Don't touch
Yeah.
it. Just
China.
leave it on the
For me.
table.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the star.
Would you
I
want me
bet
to get a
you
red
can
Solo cup?
smack Mike in the back of the
no,
head
I
with that
mean
bitch and
get
it
some
will not
updated
break.
wine glasses. Like, why do
I
they
got
all
you.
look-
I got you, Lance. It's all right.
Bro,
For
You know
for his
what?
birthday, collectively, he's getting wine glasses from
No, I don't
everybody
even-
because
You was about
That
to say
is
you
not
don't
it.
drink wine. Don't cap.
yo, she over here snitching, bro. Come on, man. 10 questions in, man.
Okay.
The wine glass is not the answer, so we're gonna leave it alone. Okay.
Hey, you never know.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he's gonna get us this week because I
I
literally
do.
can't think of
Yeah.
anyone.
Yeah.
It's
It's so
real broad. It's
broad,
mad
like-
broad.
Mhm.
No cap. No cap.
And
Y'all,
it's like, how do
y'all
we narrow
asking
this
broad
down?
questions.
You're right. You're right.
Was he more known for action films?
No.
No.
Is he more known for comedy films?
So Brad
100%.
Pitt and Leonardo.
100%.
out.
He said
So
100% comedy films. This really makes me think it's Jim Carrey, though.
It's not Jim Carrey because he just
hasn't
asked,
done
was he
anything
in
new.
Living Color?
Yeah, you watch
Jim Carrey hasn't come out with anything I think since 2017 when he did that documentary type movie about
Yeah.
himself.
So
When he had that big ass beard, that shit was
Yeah.
weird to see him like that.
Yeah.
That was crazy, but I love that nigga, man.
I do too.
No, Jim Carrey is hilarious.
All right, so who's a funny white actor that has been around for a while that we, for the most part, we
Robert
know?
De Niro. He
Man,
did
he's
that.
been in action films. Oh, I'm sorry.
But I
That
said
is-
mostly known for action films. I didn't say was he in action films. I said mostly known.
You're right.
You
You're
said
right.
no.
did this
Tighten up,
person
huh?
star in? Was he in? Did this person star in Go Hard? Is that the name of the movie? The one with Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
Was it called Go Hard? No, it was
Go
not.
I
hard.
don't think
It was Get Out
Die-
or not Get
Oh,
Out.
Get
it
Out.
was,
Die Hard.
Die Hard? No.
No, it's
No,
not
no,
Die
No,
Hard.
it was called Get Hard.
Get
Get
hard.
Hard.
That's
Was
Yeah.
this person the main character in Elf?
No.
So then it's not him.
Will.
not
It's
Will
not.
Ferrell.
Not Will Ferrell.
Not Will Ferrell.
Oh.
That was a
only
good
other
guess
person I
though,
could-
because
That was-
Will Ferrell was in Saturday Night Live all throughout the
Yeah.
90s. Yeah.
Mhm.
I can only
That was
think
a
of
good
either
guess.
him or he was in Dodgeball too, wasn't he?
I know
Who?
you talking about.
Who was in Dodgeball?
The main character in Dodgeball?
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but I know who you're talking about.
What about
Nobody makes
Adam
me bleed my
Sandler
own
and his
blood.
best friend? Adam
Nobody-
Sandler and then his best friend that he always casts in his movie. He played in Hot Chicks.
Gabby's thinking about Ben. You're thinking about Rob.
Yeah, Ben Stiller.
Ben
shit,
Stiller and
Rob
then
Schneider?
Robert.
Rob Schneider.
I don't think it's Rob Schneider.
It is.
It is?
Rob
Oh,
Schneider.
okay. So what about those two? Should we go in either one of those directions right now?
What number are we at?
Because I think Ben Stiller did do some
SNL.
He's in series.
Yeah.
And he's in some series too.
did this
What-
person star in Dodgeball?
No.
So it ain't Ben Stiller.
What number? What number,
You
Brian?
guys are at 19. Or
What?
14, 14, 14.
I was like, all right,
My
bro. 'cause
bad.
We was just at 11. Come on.
I
bro.
did a cross, and you know, tally marks. I did an extra cross.
Did
And,
this
yeah,
did this person star in 50 First Dates?
no.
It's not
Thought it
Rob
was
Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
No, you guys are at 15.
It's not
That's like
Adam.
five
It's
more
not Adam
questions.
Sandler, and it's not Rob Schneider because both of them starred in it together.
So let me
Yeah.
just
Did
revise the
this-
questions. He's a white male, more known for comedy, widely known for his series and for movies. I don't remember all the other ones. Not known for action, more known for comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still alive? Yes. That's all I really remember.
That's really all we have. Honestly, I don't really.
The main ones, at least.
Yeah, we don't have
Um,
anything.
What were we at? 15 questions? 15,
You guys are
16?
at 15 questions.
15.
I don't know, man.
You're killing me.
This is hard as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause y'all been winning
nonstop.
Non-stop.
You picked out some bullshit.
And I know we're gonna kick ourselves in the ass when he
Because
tells
it's gonna be
us.
When he
somebody
give us
we
this
know.
answer?
No, we finna get it. What you mean when he tell us? We finna get it.
Mhm.
What the hell? What's our lifeline this week?
Did we Tierra?
No. What the fuck?
No. I mean, I got the phone, but that's all I got.
Okay, I mean that'd be cool, but
I guess, yeah. Dial a
Google?
friend.
But I mean, think about it. It's production.
I'll pull
He's
up
been
with that.
acting. He's been acting
I'ma say- hey,
since
She
look,
called me
the
Big Bird.
90s.
I like
He
it. And I don't have
switched
anything.
genres.
Yes.
He switched
Yeah.
genres because he
Yeah,
also did
yeah.
the one where he murdered the barber, and
All
then
right,
he
so I'm gonna
did.
just I'm gonna ask.
Are you talking
I'ma
about
ask.
Todd Sweeney?
Yeah. So
Okay, so did this person star in Pirates of the Caribbean?
16 questions.
You didn't answer.
You said no.
I said no.
Yeah, he said no.
Nick.
fuck. Damn. Was this person
hear
ever
that?
in Disney?
Yes.
Was this person ever? He was.
Yes.
He was what?
Zac
would you ask?
Efron. Zac Efron.
The 90s?
She said in Disney.
Yeah,
but he said he
Disney,
was,
right?
but Zac Efron wasn't popular in the 90s.
In the
though.
90s.
yeah, he
no.
wasn't.
Oh.
17 questions.
But you asked if he was a part of Disney, and you
Yeah,
said
he
yes.
said
yes.
Okay, well, we got 3 questions.
Shit.
What? Actor?
Oh, you said he's still alive, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say Robert Williams because he did Flubber.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Is that his name?
That's not his
Robert
name, by the way.
Williams. It
Robin
is Robert
Williams.
Yeah, there we go.
Robin. Yeah, I
Robin.
thought you said Robert.
No, I
was
said
like,
Robin.
I thought you
Williams.
said Robert too.
No, Robin Williams.
Fuck, man.
Even if you
Right.
win, you ain't good, nigga.
You know,
All right.
And even
poke
if
the
we
bear
lose-
if you want to.
even if we lose, Tierra ain't coming back because it's her fault. We lose the one time she finally come on the show.
Well, she got a yes question. I think she got a yes question.
Has this person ever been arrested?
I would have to check into that. I don't know.
Just type in his name in
Because
mugshots.
because Robert Downey Jr. has been famously known since before the 90s, but his biggest thing was that he was arrested and he turned his
Yeah.
life around. So
Yeah,
if
he had
I
a drinking
figure
problem and
out,
shit.
yeah, so if I figure out if he was arrested or not, then that can narrow it down too. Because a lot of the 90s actors had alcohol and drug
Mhm.
issues. So, because what's his name? The one that has AIDS too, and he started.
Yeah.
He had started like Mad Men or some shit like that.
I
Angry
don't
Men.
want to. That was a rough question. So I know what you're trying to get at. I'm going pure Disney. I'm not going Disney subsidiaries like Marvel, NBC, whatever the fuck else they own.
Okay,
I'm going
whatever
pure
else
Disney.
they own.
But this person was arrested, and I'm just not going to count that as a question.
Okay.
Thank you.
Shit.
Okay.
Wow, that's crazy.
So a Disney movie in the 90s is what we're looking for? Or?
Not even that, because he's been popular for a long time.
So do you want to try and cross RDJ out?
Yeah, no
at this point-
subsidiaries.
What
If I say
about-
he's from Disney,
What about
say like if you would have asked if like is he from a Marvel movie, I would have said yeah, then think about that. But if you ask is he from Disney, I'm not, because Disney owns so much shit.
They own a bunch.
I'm
of
gonna
shit.
say if you ask if he's from Disney and I say yes, he's from like a Disney, straight Disney to
Not-
video, not
Not
Marvel.
Not. My name is Lance. Welcome back to the.
Yeah,
Disney,
because
like that, okay.
yeah. Disney owns ESPN, so
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
Oh,
Wait
no,
a minute.
Was he born in what's dude's name who starred in Even Stevens?
That's what I was just thinking.
He was
Even
known in the
Steven-
90s.
But he's not
what was
even-
his name?
Oh my
What's
God,
his
he
name?
did
'Cause
Eagle
he just
Eye,
did a
he
movie.
did Disturbia.
What's his name?
Nigga from Even Stevens, bro.
Transformers.
Something LeBeau. Shia LaBeau.
Shia
Oh,
LaBeouf.
Shia, Shia
Did he
LaBeouf.
star?
He was
in-
known.
Did he star in Even Stevens?
Oh yeah, we own it. Ask
Shia
it. Ask
LaBeouf.
it.
Is
Ask
it Shia
it.
LaBeouf?
Ask it.
Is it Shia LaBeouf?
I said no.
Oh, you didn't. We didn't ask that. We didn't ask that.
We didn't hear
She
you say
asked-
that.
She asked, "Did he star in Even Stevens?" I said no.
We couldn't hear you.
Oh, let me turn my shit up.
Not too much, just one. Yeah. Just one.
So we
I
got.
said no.
We got.
I said
we
no.
We got
got
one question.
one.
left.
Damn.
No, you guys are at 5, 10, 15, 18. You guys have 2
We're
more
at 8. We got
questions left.
2. Niggas was hype. I thought we had it.
No,
I ain't
for
gonna lie.
real.
What
Oh, ask
about
that. Ask that.
what about Jake Gyllenhaal? Did Jake Gyllenhaal ever do any Disney movies?
Who was that? What did he play? I don't even know who that is. Who was that?
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Donnie
Man,
you can say his
Darko. He
name
was a
again, we're still not gonna
Mysterio
know.
from Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't think so.
Who are you guys? What about Ryan Gosling?
It's a pretty boy from La La Land.
The Notebook,
At this
Although,
point,
yeah.
I really don't know who that
Green
is.
Lantern.
No, that was Ryan Reynolds.
That was definitely Ryan Reynolds.
Did I say? Oh, I said Ryan Gosling. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Bro, I don't know.
Me either.
I think you got us this week.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
Let's figure it out.
Where the hell did Gabby go?
Mm.
So we are currently at 145.
What about
Oh my
Tom
God.
Cruise? We never brought up Tom Cruise.
Did he do Disney?
Has he came out with anything recent?
Remember series.
Yeah, true.
I hate that I help y'all niggas so much.
Yeah, and I can't think of a series that he was in off top that was popular. So honestly,
What about Channing Tatum?
was he known in the 90s?
No. He wasn't known until Step Up.
I'm telling you. And then Magic Mike, Eric Glad.
Y'all have everything y'all need. Man.
I know we were probably just looking over him, bro. Honestly,
White person, widely known for series and movies, known in the 90s. Has he came out with a project in the last 2 years? Most definitely. Comedy, yes. Action, no.
so it's gonna be a comedy.
Disney, yes.
Was Seth Rogen known in the 90s? No.
No, wait, he was in a couple of 90s movies, but he never did series. What about I said Ryan Gosling, but what was the other one? Ryan Reynolds. Did Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds
Reynolds.
ever star in anything as far as TV shows? Because he does a lot of comedy. He's more known for comedy.
All right, well, let's knock that last 2 out real quick.
But then I don't know because Deadpool is action as well too. Did this person star in the Green Lantern, the one from 2011?
No.
It's not Ryan
You
Reynolds.
just said Deadpool
Yeah,
and Green Lantern are both action.
Yeah, they're both action comedy.
You guys have
Bree.
one more question left.
So y'all
And
can't blame this on me.
Yeah.
one more question and then a guess. So you guys get all your 20 questions, and then
And
after
then
your
the
20 questions
guess.
are done, then you guys are able to guess. Yes.
Okay, so it's all or nothing.
I love you guys, but I have
I
to
know.
go. Something just came up. So sorry, y'all.
It's all
We'll be
good.
back
Gabby
at it
has a
again
hard
next
out. She'll be back next week. Love you, Gib.
Love you guys.
Well,
Man.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm picking. I don't know, Craig. What
I
y'all
don't know,
think,
Craig.
What y'all thinking, Craig? I literally have nothing for y'all right now. No cap. Not a damn thing.
No, for real.
This is definitely the hardest one. I mean, it's probably not even hard, but I didn't get a question that really took me on.
Mhm.
Give me a second. I'm not giving up because you're not gonna fucking win. I'm not giving it to you. Not this week.
Haters.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I got my phone out, so. Oh shit.
Y'all do still have a lifeline, which I guess would be, I don't know,
The phone.
fucking phone
The
a friend. Yeah.
No, not phone a friend. Google.
Google.
That's what
Okay,
I
Google.
need. I don't need no
Google.
bullshit. I need
So you are
specific.
using your Google Lifeline right now.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all, did we even bring up Tom Hanks
No.
with
No.
fucking Janae?
Oh my
Janae.
gosh.
Well, we only have one
Janae.
question left, so
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
One question and a guess.
Was he more into comedy though? Like as a whole?
I don't fucking know. I'm not.
And he
his
hasn't.
diehard
And what's the
fan.
latest movie that nigga came out with? I don't even.
In 2019, he came out with the fucking Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Or something like A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood type shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, no, it was called The Movies. That was in 2019. Tom Hanks has a lot of fucking content, and he's been around for a long fucking time. So I really like and he was a part of like Happy Days, like hella TV shit, but I don't know if it's him. And he was known in the 90s, obviously. He's been known shit since I've been alive. So
Brian's poker face is too good for me.
yeah,
Trying to read this nigga.
Did we ever bring up Brad Pitt?
No. Is
Never
he
mind.
in
He does
comedy?
a lot. No, he does a lot of
Yeah.
action. Never mind.
Yeah.
And does Tom Hanks do a lot of comedy? Is that his thing?
Man,
Because
I
he was
don't
in like
know.
Killing Lincoln and shit. So I don't really.
Killing Lincoln. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What
That's
is
what I'm saying.
that?
That was the show about like, bro. You just gotta watch it. You're not gonna get me off track today, sir. But it was like they was killing and shooting shit. It was like kind of like a zombie vampire type shit. But yeah.
Are you talking about Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Slayer?
No. It's really called Killing Lincoln.
Oh wow, that's weird. I've never heard of that.
It was like a drama, like a kind of like a docudrama type deal. Man, y'all, we might take an L this week.
I was
the
just
face on.
no, I'm laughing because I'm just gonna say like, yeah, we definitely take this fucking L.
No, we not. I
don't fucking know,
I have no idea.
bro. And the comedy is what kills me.
because that's so broad. Like it literally can be
Yeah, it is.
anything.
But you also have Disney to go off of.
But a lot of
Disney,
these people
Disney.
got their career started on Disney, like Ryan Reynolds and Leonardo. A lot of them started singing on Disney, but like Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera
the
and
little
shit.
Mickey Mouse
So
Club or
yeah,
whatever,
so
yeah.
like I don't know. It's so broad.
Just throw some out there, Bree. It's the
You
last
guys have
question.
one more question left and a
Last
guess.
Damn,
Damn.
double homicide.
Well, welcome to Harley Sober Podcast, the podcast where I'm winning my
he
very
hyped.
first
He
game.
hyped.
Yeah, so,
He hyped.
so you
He
got
hyped.
you excited
He
now.
hyped.
Why? Because they're stumped. Why? Because I picked a great celebrity.
Oh yeah.
If this is somebody so
Oh, you
freaking
acting
easy,
different.
I'm gonna be upset.
There ain't gonna be no post show because I'm hanging up. Would be bad. What about Matt Damon?
Does he do comedy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's more comedy.
No, he did a lot of action. He
Yeah,
did a lot of
I
action.
think he was more action.
We call that the thought process.
What nigga?
Hold on. You're not gonna come on my show. Nah, I'm playing.
Ag.
Blink, blink.
I was gonna say Don Cheadle, but I forgot he was black.
What about like Bill Murray or somebody?
Brianna.
No, Bill Murray, he did a lot of he did Scrooge and shit. So like a lot of like it wasn't comedy. Oh no, he did kind of do comedy, but I don't think he ever did Disney. No, he did Muppets.
I think Night Before Christmas is Disney as well.
Bill Murray wasn't in Nightmare Before Christmas.
Night Before Christmas. You said he played Scrooge, right?
No, it's just called Scrooge. It came out in like 1984.
Scrooge is the guy from Night Before Christmas, right?
No, the movie's called Scrooge.
Based off.
Based off of the old man. No, Jim Carrey did the Disney one.
And his name is Ebenezer Scrooge. It's
Yes, but
Night Before Christmas. Scrooge
no,
is based off. Okay.
It's called the Disney remake was literally called something. Brian, you know what? Shut up, because you're fucking
You're right.
confusing me. You're trying to throw me off track. It's not Bill Murray. It's gonna be a lot of editing for these damn quiet ass parts.
Man.
This probably gonna be the most edited
kicked.
episode.
Because we're getting our ass kicked. Fuck you, Google.
I know, for real. Google ain't even giving what it was supposed to give.
Because I don't even know what I'm typing.
Y'all still using.
Still
Let's
getting our ass kicked.
go. Let's go. My first
good.
dub. Y'all
Yeah,
niggas
you
been
still
putting
ain't
in
in the winner's
work,
circle.
bro. Y'all niggas been putting in work. Come on now, my first
Yes.
dub. Let's go.
Oh man, I have no idea. So we got another question.
And we've
White
already had.
male, mostly known for his series and his movies, known in the
So-
90s.
So we're not at the same time. We're also not going to like do any repeats, right? Like what? Like if he was guest on another episode, you're not going to reuse it. Okay.
100%, yeah.
What about the that did the Austin Powers shit?
No, because he hasn't acted.
Has he done anything in the last 2 years?
Mm-mm.
When I pull up in it,
He
Shut
has.
your ass
let's get
up.
back
He
to that
has.
hole.
He has though.
Has he?
Yeah, 2018, 2020. Hold on.
In the past, who?
Mike Myers.
Why do I feel like it's him because he was talking about the cat in the hat? Hang in there. And he asked 20 questions last minute. Look up and see if he's done any Disney, because Cat in the Hat wasn't Disney, it was DreamWorks.
Cat in the Hat, Shrek. 1999 Mystery Alaska.
Did
So
he
all
do
the Shreks?
shows?
All the Shreks. I mean, damn.
But did he do shows recently?
I feel like he was. I feel like I've seen him in something. He was on Saturday Night Live.
Did this person star in Cat in the Hat?
No.
He said no.
I hate you, Lance.
What? I didn't say it was him. What? We didn't even agree on that. Damn.
Now-
Why you
we
hate
just have
him?
a
Shrek
guess.
is DreamWorks too. Shrek is not
Yeah,
Disney.
DreamWorks. Wait, well, it came up. It came up as Disney. So
Is
I
it
swear.
really?
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, all of them
There's
came up,
no
bro.
way.
It's
That-
DreamWorks.
look, bro, I typed in Mike Myers Disney movies and all, bro.
All the Shreks.
All
came
the
out.
Shreks came up.
It was probably pulling like just like kids movies or something. That's weird though. 'Cause Shrek
Bro, it's literally a
definitely
tab.
is Disney.
Movies, Mike Myers, Disney tab selected only, bro. I'm
That's
okay.
wild.
Fuck it. It might not.
No,
be
I
that.
mean I get what you're saying, but Bree sat there and said no because Cat in the Hat is DreamWorks, and you said Shrek, and she was like, maybe.
Well,
20
y'all
questions.
wanna
Y'all
make
gotta
this
guess.
What's the guess? All right.
Shut your mouth. There's still a chance that we could take it.
I know. on now, calm down. Was Owen Wilson ever in TV shows?
No.
Good child.
Are you sure?
Yes, he was.
Thank you. Thank you for looking that up instead of just
Just saying no.
just saying no, just to be that way. But
Woo, we got some in the group. These niggas about to lose and they feeling it.
Let me see.
Where your win at?
man, if it's Owen Wilson, oh my god.
It's not gonna be.
Okay.
He hasn't done anything in the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I have not eaten it.
Me neither.
What about Zach Galifianakis,
Wait,
Seth
yes, he has.
Rogen,
Owen Wilson did. He did
Steve
something this year.
Carroll? Is it Steve Carroll?
You want that to
Steve
be
Carell?
Yes.
Yeah, because fuck it, we already lost. Is it Steve Carell?
No.
Who is it?
Tim Allen.
Who the fuck
Tim
is Allen?
Buzz Lightyear.
Oh,
Tim the Toolman Taylor from Home Improvement.
Oh my god.
nigga, I'm drinking my wine.
No
Fuck
cap, I
off.
wouldn't have got that. I would not have got that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would not have got that.
Household
got that
names,
either.
people.
And I know him more for the show.
Santa
TV
Claus.
shows,
Yeah.
honestly.
And
No,
Santa
I only
Claus,
know
which
him
was
for Santa
Disney,
Claus.
Yeah.
You're right.
Shit.
And he played the fuck out that role on there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Damn.
okay.
Home Improvement, bro. Like that's what I was, bro.
And Toy Story 4 came out in 2019, which is in the last 2 years. And he has a TV show, Last Man Standing. Yep.
Yeah.
Still going. Yep.
Damn, I would have did better guessing Jack Black than I would have Tim Allen.
Jack
that
Black
was my
was already
next
one.
guess.
Yeah, but Jack Black has already been one. So we're not. He said he's not gonna.
Yeah, I
repeat it.
did use
Damn
Jack
it.
Black already.
When
Well,
did we
that
use
has
Jack
been
Black?
your what episode?
Like
is
2
this,
episodes
7?
ago.
Is this the 7th
Yeah.
episode?
Yeah, something like that.
That has
We get
been
up
your
there.
7th episode of the Hardly Sober podcast. Please join us on YouTube as well because we don't have a Patreon set up for our post show. And does anybody have anything to plug? Lance Lane? Hold on. Lance motherfucking Lane. You got anything to plug?
No, I don't, man. Keep supporting us, man. We're gonna be back next week. Appreciate y'all.
Brianna Wiggins.
No, I'm just kind of disappointed because I don't like losing. So
Oh God.
It'd be like that
Whatever.
sometimes. And our very first drink made of Hardly Sober history, Tiara Teeterbug Hardwick. You
The name has got to
got
stop.
anything to plug?
No, I'm just excited to be here. Thank y'all for the opportunity to come on and, hang with the family. So I had a great time.
you'll be back.
I hope I'll be back. I hope so. I love
I
to.
hope so. I hope so.
Most
I
def.
hope so.
Glad having you here. As always, you can follow me as my name backwards, Brian with 2 T's on Instagram. You can follow me on my Twitch page where I stream every Saturday, 11 Central Time to whenever the fuck I feel like stopping at Watts_Banks. And you can find me here at Harley Sober. And good morning, good afternoon, good night.